Yeah, but I have CRISPR on, but I got a new vape, so probably that's why.
Okay, nice.
Gotta get my heroin in my body without some needles somehow.
What?
How many times should I summon Mausen, you guys think?
Mausen.
3.
It's Maswen.
Yeah,
Masuen,
Mausen.
yeah.
Mauser.
Wait, that case wasn't zero healing,
Serious healing,
Yeah,
yes.
it's just like.
but you put Spirit Link on.
Ah, fuck me. One second.
Fucking
Oh,
Okay,
wait.
is that an
Wrong
invitation?
name.
Wait, just
Oh, that's
replace
a
it.
low roll, Crumbits.
Yeah, I already did.
And weed.
I already did.
Okay, perfect.
Zero just has to respect though.
Table.
Yeah, Zero, we're gonna have you as restore. Big healing.
Hey, should I go protection then? I guess.
No.
Oh yeah, I have the thrust pick, man.
Yeah, nice.
Soul well.
Cookies.
Last one before we start pulling.
Surely don't
Yeah,
lose two of them,
we're
right?
gonna do just a short introduction to what we're doing here, so please look at the picture in the right sign-up channel. You're gonna have assignments that you're going to follow,
Oh no.
please. Not you, Bam.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we can lose two in a row.
Thank you, man.
You just need a cleave spec, bam.
Yeah, that's actually the single target spec, so it's all good.
We're gonna stack them the entire time.
Ooh.
Beckers, do you mind telling what we're doing?
Of course. Okay. Hello, team. Hello, team. We're trying something new today. We want to cut down on the kill time, which means that we will stack the bosses in the entire first phase. The crystals we will handle, as you can see on the picture, Wheat, Onion, and myself. We will take every single resonating crystal, and then you see the star group and the green group. I will call green and star, just so you know. Star is Fluxy, Bob. Wait, is Bob here now? No, Bob is not here, right?
Dead Bob is here.
Bob is here.
Ah, that
yeah.
Bob is here. Wonderful. Okay, so Fluxy, Bob, Holde, and Atsi, you are star. That means you are going to soak the first and the third crystal. If you are not soaking the first or third crystal, you're just standing in the melees and you help soak the stomp. And then the green team, this is Genspy, Barry, EX, and Geo. You will soak crystal, resonating crystal number 2 and 4. If you're not soaking 2 and 4, you're also helping soaking the stomp. It's basically how a quick rundown of the fight. We pull the boss will split. We will have the first stomp, we will have the second stomp, and then things get a bit more intense because we will have the first crystal spawning. If the first crystal spawns, the star group goes there and soaks it. When the third stomp happens, we all take double the damage from the stomp. So this is when we start using cooldowns. The MRTs should be assigned, so you will get a notification when to use what. Just as a rough overview, on the third stomp, we get Sphere with the Frenzied Region, Jovent with Trank, S with Aura Mastery Devotion, very important. Paladins use Devotion Aura, not Resistance.
Those are like the type of girls that
And the
like
tanks
don't.
already know what to do. On the fourth stomp, we have Bam with Rallying Cry, Flushy with the SLT, and Tuss with him. And on the
You mean
stomp
zero
number 5,
with the
Zero
Ah,
will
SLT?
lead.
Zero. Yes, Zero with the SLT, sorry. And on stomp number 5, we have the Vampiric Blood, Tuss with Barrier, and Telig with Aura Mastery Devotion. And you can also use your wings there. So I would just say we get into it. It's really not complicated. It's just 1 minute, but it's a very intense minute. And we will try to get him as low as possible before
So-
phase 2 starts.
Big heals.
Just to be sure, green is also taking stomp number 2, yes?
Green is taking stomp number 1 and 3. Green is taking 1 second. 1, 2, 3, and 5. Yes. So the green team,
Okay.
it's at the bottom as well. You see which stomps you soak and which crystals you soak, pretty much.
Yeah.
Can I just ask a question?
Of course.
Yes.
Just for phase 2, when we go underground and the rocks come up, since they're stacked there, is there like a position you would like us to run, or is it like a better? Do we run back or just hit whatever it's necessary.
You mean for the AOE phase?
Yeah.
Just play as usual.
Okay. Okay.
If you're DK, you can stand inside. If not, then you will.
No, you can't stand inside. as a
No,
DK.
you're gonna
You're
take
gonna
double
die
the
before resets.
double stacks.
Yeah, we're not playing the strat. We just stack and blast cooldowns.
As tank, you need both anti-magic shield and ice bound to survive it. When with the double stack.
And tanks, you're following each other all the time. Yeah.
The tanks stack
Yeah.
need to stack on top of each other because they're soaking each other's stomp. So it's very important for melees. You cannot run into the tanks at any given time.
This is the dream. I don't even have to faint anymore.
You still have to. You still need to mitigate the stun damage because you have the debuff. So you should be fainting still.
Yeah, you heard him.
Damn it.
No
Damn
fake.
Keep your mouth shut, bub.
Yeah.
Crystal Soakers, you're clear on which ones you're taking. Yeah.
No.
Was it no?
No, I'm kidding. I know.
Okay.
It's just being a tool.
Just for
You're a
clarification, Weed, Onion, and myself, we soak every single crystal we see. And then the first crystal is yellow, second crystal is green. And then they just take turns.
Of course, just to make sure I'm taking Flash's position, I guess, right?
Yes,
Yes.
yes, yes. Yes, exactly.
You are healing the shit out of people. So, any questions?
I have a question. Can we pull?
Yes.
Would you rather?
Atsy? Really hope you had
Yes.
everything. You had everything, right?
No.
Jeez.
Yes, I did. But that doesn't mean I understand.
When are we bloodlust?
On
On
pull.
pull.
Okay, nice.
This is Sparta.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Make sure you're like stacked. And don't be under the bus. Just
The
get
other side.
stacked ASAP.
Stomp one.
Combust. More choked crystal.
First
Team yellow.
crystal is up.
Frenzied regeneration in 5. Cockrum crystal.
Team green on the other side. Next stomp is going to hurt.
More choked crystal.
Team yellow to the next crystal.
Cockrum
Stomp
crystal.
4. Nice.
Big heals, big heals.
This is it.
Don't be afraid to use a Healthstone.
Vortex. Hide.
And don't stand in shit, or you gonna die.
A risk section.
We got stomps again in 15. And he's gonna enrage soon. So if you got any defensives,
Yeah,
you
personal
get ready to
Hirsima
use-
on it.
Yeah.
The first one doesn't hit that hard.
Furious.
And stack a little bit better, please.
Helic, use Devotion
Main buff.
Aura. Devotion on the next stomp, okay? Aura Mastery.
More
Devotion on the
choked
next.
crystal.
Use it.
First crystal again.
I use everything you have.
Yeah, use Healthstones, anything.
You get this one stomp. Go, go, go. Nice. Good job, team.
Wow.
An important died.
Oh, that's gonna be DPS gear the next week for sure, Tessa.
I need a summon. I forgot to enchant my gloves.
Okay.
We saved 1 second.
Yep, we did.
All that work.
It did feel a lot better though.
1.3 seconds.
I have seen someone.
One
You
second
at some
here, 1 second there. It's quickly 2 seconds.
at some point you should be able just to act them without any cooldowns in the beginning and pop all of the cooldowns in the black
I mean,
face and keep
five
standing in.
seconds is a long time.
I mean, we also used quite a lot of peelers today.
Ah, it's also the first time, right? Everyone was like looking what is going to happen.
I think,
Yeah.
I think it's
If we-
good. I
if
think
we
it's
get
good.
used to this, it's amazing, guys.
What is this baby pool?
It didn't
Can we
help
get
that
like
I was out
this
of
one as
range
well?
during phase 2.
Be careful what you ask
Me
for.
too.
I died the last week doing it.
Combust.
Why is combustion so overpowered?
Oh,
This
we're
is phase
by the way.
2.
Don't be.
Not now.
Here you go.
Can trade you some water.
Don't forget to get in close.
He's solo tanking next one, Knutta.
Sure. I trust our healers.
I don't.
What the fuck?
And she's one of them.
That's why.
Ah, makes sense.
Ooh, we can gamble. Very good.
Fucking hell. Someone
Oh,
save me. Sweet, 0 heals. There you go.
Yeah, yeah. I'm doing it.
Combust.
0 heals you need. Oh, fuck's sake.
Remind I was healing.
Getting rich.
Yeah, this is gonna be an expensive evening for me.
I made my warlock, by the way. Ready. Ready to go into MoP. Guess what I called it?
Can we get a new feast?
Guido the pedo.
No. Oh, I should have. Fuck.
do you still want to drag him, Tessa, or just stay in the middle?
I mean, the whole point is for the range to have less movement. So after he's done getting in the oozes, then place him like in between.
Another 100.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's a high roll.
roll
Crumpets.
one.
Well, with that, already.
Crumpets. I'm just cashing in.
So, and we're not killing black anymore.
New.
That's been outlawed for a couple 100 years.
Black Lives Matter.
Got any MRTs for
Prove it.
this one?
I've been shortchanged.
No, we don't have any.
Oh, they're perfect, Simmer. You don't want to do DPS anyways.
So it's so it's always green or yellow now.
It's
back
always
to
green and yellow.
Yeah,
Yes.
back to original strategies.
With Prio on green, I'll take it.
Means
Wait,
we
say one.
need, if we get red, black, and yellow again, we need some healer cooldowns. Maybe also if we have black and purple together.
So
ping.
should I tank?
No,
No.
we have.
Yeah,
I
we
trust
have
three of us.
fantastic.
We have Bam with a shield wall and one-handed shield. It's gonna be great. In arm spec.
Uh,
Oh my god, I was fast. I almost made it out.
I can't swap to tank if preferred.
Okay,
You know,
still
but
there? Oh,
it
true.
shouldn't be needed.
Yeah, I'm cat.
Magic.
Prepare for battle!
Death strike for your dear life.
Okay, what's
And
here?
Ah,
are we
I
doing
trust
this
them.
the same except we're not killing black one? Or
Never
Anvil,
killing
We're
back.
not killing black.
Cutters,
Green or
Hill,
yellow?
Uh,
Depends on what's
exactly
up.
what I just said.
Heli, you're on group 2. And try to
5, 4, 3,
I trust you,
2,
but he'll test it.
1.
Alright, let's do this.
Combust. Combust.
we got a couple of guards here.
Want to buy
What's this over
crits?
Yeah, I know. Alright, so let's see what we're
Kill
killing.
yellow.
Just gonna do a yellow then? Yeah?
yes.
Oh, this game has a Baron as well.
Don't sleep on it.
We're gonna need to spread a bit out on this one.
What the hell do you do here?
And we
Just
got a
remember
mana
to-
void. So what's it called?
Supposed to, like...
We want to get some mana cooldowns on as well. And the healing debuff. So watch your heals.
Boy arts, guys.
Spread.
And we can dot up the mana void as it
I feel like
spawns.
eventually you're gonna get something that helps you distract.
Heli Hansa Knight.
Mana void is up. Can you grab it in if possible? Get some cleave on it.
And then Okay, never mind.
Oh, watch the heals. Watch the heals. Debuff falling off in 5.
Tessa paint up in 2.
I was going the right way.
Get ready
Or
to
master
do big
SP.
heals now. You can do
Wait,
big
Is
heals.
this not where I'm supposed to be right now?
Don't
Kill
go
yellow.
to 4 stacks.
Is this the
Can't
side
reach
way?
weed.
Oh.
Nah,
I
that
have
should have
it.
stopped
We
coming.
want to focus
Okay.
yellow.
Alright, we're killing yellow. Might have to switch here with some melee as well. I think range are a bit low on mana.
I might need your barrier here, Tessa.
Oh yeah, true. Can I jump on this boat?
Combust.
Nah, we're good. We're good. So we're stacking. Get a few more dots on that mana void, but don't kill it yet. Get ready to grip in.
Combust.
And everyone kill it. All the melee as well.
Grip the mana of it. Thank you.
Kill it. Everyone kill. Everyone kill.
XG Hansa Knight.
Healers get close as they're walking away. There we go. And we can just stay and kill.
Is there like a ladder?
SP Hansa Knight.
Does look like... Isn't this the rooftop I came from earlier? It is.
SP Hansa Knight.
Did I fucking
What's happening? I don't understand what I'm
You
saying.
can also lay on hands
Kill
him.
green.
Can rest.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sorry, I just did not understand him.
We're just killing.
Where's the queue? Where we at? Who are we? At capacity. Fuck the ancients. Bitches. The remnants. Okay. The remnants. Where are we going? Where's the queue? Select a deployment point on the map or click here to deploy
Easy.
any reinforcement point.
Oh, Happy, you suck, bro.
Oh my god, my
You
stuff!
suck.
Did we explode at some point?
How do you go?
Yeah,
Yes, we had one explosion.
The chimes exploded.
Just it's just good for the healing passes, I guess.
I just exploded in my pants.
Oppa.
Hey,
Kill count.
Hopefully I have a dive.
A new staff dropped.
Is this your mastery stuff, Jabba?
Voice chat connected to local voice. Alliance.
Can someone translate that?
Nothing.
once more shall the twisted flash banners of Nzoth chitter and howl above the fly-blown corpse of this world. After millennia, we have returned.
And now
Oh.
say it in their native tongue.
Okay.
Playing right now.
Gula gula kakakale.
Holla, bulla, bulla,
Hey,
bulla.
hey, oh shit. Hey, yo, dude. Hey, yo, dude. Hey, yo, dude. Yo, yo. Hello.
Me oh
Hello?
my.
Can you hear me? Bro, can you hear me? Yo, dude. Can you hear me, dude? Hey, yo, what up, guys? Soldier. Iron helmets. Oh, shit. Don't mind if I do.
Alright, we're gonna try on this one and just burst it. Get
Yeah.
as many stacks as possible.
Define try. Are you gonna mid-fight? We're gonna say, no, abandon this tactic. We do it this way.
No. We're
No,
gonna
but
commit.
then why?
That's part of the excitement, isn't it?
Yeah, today Guido got his briefing what was missing last week, so no offense to him. That wasn't us.
Now, what did you say?
I just said you got your briefing for today. Yesterday we missed that. Last week we missed that out.
Yeah.
I have arrows.
We're gonna bounce that ass 9 times.
We need music if we're
11.
Yeah, because we gotta have magic as well, as Ahsoka.
It's just the way that I
We actually got 5 mages and 1 shadow priest. Yes.
I always feel like I'm on
Yeah,
a
but
hamster
don't you
wheel,
just want to
and
9
it
bounces and
demotivates me
nuke?
from playing games. And so
Don't you want
that's
the
really
extract,
how
or
I
are you
see
gonna
it.
stack
Eleven,
your
11
There's,
bounces
Riot
and
for
nuke.
more than a day,
That-
will become a
Are you
Jan-
gonna take too much
so
damage
it
then?
won't become a January
Knut?
6th term.
Oh, it's gonna be
Well,
fine.
I think that
Knut
really
is a
I've never
god.
seen so many casters in a fucking comp.
I'm sure that you're going to have some
I
people
guess
that
I
are
could
trying
just
to
swap
go
for
and,
tanking
cause
instead of
trouble
full
today a
speed
little bit.
jumps,
But whenever you have like
Be there,
this much
join the
National
game.
Guard and everything like this that's going on, the amount of people that are actually going to do anything about this is
Oh
going
shit!
to be very
Can
minimal.
I?
I think that they're going to be afraid.
Oh,
okay, I can
because
go.
they don't want to.
We're fine.
Contrary to what Reddit might have you believe, the people that are at these riots actually do not want to ruin their lives.
Sima and Knut, you know
They
which
don't want
claw
to
you're
ruin
gonna be
their lives.
standing
they don't
at
want to, irreparably
for the
damage
transmission.
their future. And so
Transition.
if
Just
there's
beat
a
Amaga.
probability
I guess
that you'll
I'm
get
gonna
in
grab the
trouble, you will
triangle.
immediately see everybody leave. Like they will instantly leave. Now, maybe not instantly, but they will go very quickly.
But yeah,
And
the
then
boss
also
is
the
gonna
other
be
thing is that once you
stuck
get rid of
in
a
the
lot of
middle
these stragglers,
for
right?
a
Yeah,
few
for a while,
seconds,
and
you
then
know,
it's
the
gonna
kind
be
of like,
dragged to my Maga.
Yes,
the fair
exactly.
weather
Just
people,
important
you
that we
only
just
have, like,
start
the
stacking
actual radical
under the
extremists
bus,
that are left.
but the tanks
There's
needs
very
to
few
be
of them,
out
so it's easier
soaking.
to deal with. So like the
Or
problem
tanking.
is that the majority of
No,
people don't
one.
want to face any consequences. They're just there as like a social event.
No.
Or
That
something,
was offhand
right?
I
And
talked
then
about.
you have them leave
Chap
because
and
they're afraid of
Vectors.
anything bad happening.
Yeah, you
Well,
have
then
the
it
blue
makes it a lot
Magas, and
easier to
I
arrest and
grabbed
go
the
after
triangle.
the certain amounts of people, right? LA officials said that National Guard will stoke the flames, therefore riots must still be ongoing, right? Yeah, that's not how it works. I mean, if again the National Guard stoked the flames, then why weren't there riots like in? Didn't they use the National Guard for COVID?
Yeah,
I'm pretty
and
sure they did.
what XND
So
says
I don't really
could
see that
both be
happening, and
consenting
it's a ridiculous thing to say. It's just so they can surf the blame.
Hold
We're typically
on,
normally
I'm
scared of
just gonna
national
check
security. We the
something
people
here.
are rising. We're stronger together. Yeah, I think so. Kamala Harris says she's ashamed Donald J. Trump called out in the National Guard. Kamala Harris did.
Damn.
I mean, like, she lost the election. Nobody cares what she thinks. I mean, really, I don't even think that she should have ever been vice president. Like, the truth is, I mean, I feel like it's ridiculous that even happened. Yeah, literally who? The fact that it was even.
So you're going to put Magic Sold on the last
And
bounce?
so, like, yeah, you're not going to see her in politics anymore, pretty much at all. She talks like a retard. She thinks like a retard.
Etsy, you go
and
first.
There's no reason why anybody's going to take her seriously, and they didn't during the election, and they won't now. So I don't really see anything going that way, right? I don't see it happening.
Yeah, if you
So,
can
I'm not
just
sure if
pull
we
out
should
the
be.
names.
And
I'm
let's
not
see
sure
here.
if we should
I
be
know a lot of
saving
people
our
thinking are obvious.
cooldowns
Why are so
for
many OnlyFans girls, denims, etc.
when we want to burst.
Are like
It's gonna happen in
pro-protesters and are
about
just
a minute
propagating and advocating for the protests
into
that
the
are
fight.
obviously illegal.
We're gonna be
I don't think that there's any sort of
going into
correlation between
transition
like
phase.
I mean like maybe to an extent.
All right.
So this is always one opinion that I've had, and this is
So
a
I
sexist
would
opinion,
recommend, I
but
think,
I think it's
if you got a
true,
long
is that,
cooldown
do you remember what I said before
over
about
2
how the
minutes,
reason why I
that
think a
you
lot of
save
hot
it.
girls get into astrology and they get into crystals and other like weird witch stuff is because guys don't want to ruin their chances with them, so they go along with it. Well, I think the same thing happens with OnlyFans girls too.
Gents, your
Because a lot of these
second bouncer,
OnlyFans girls
Artsy
are
starts.
above average attractiveness, right? I mean, like let's be
Stefan
honest.
just
Even if you
wrote,
disagree,
be right
I mean,
back.
other
Door.
people would say that they're attractive. That's why they're getting paid. And so these
Okay.
girls are you know,
Stefan.
they're attractive, and so they get told that their opinions are correct more often because people just want to fuck them. That's literally it. And so, like, basically, people change their political affiliations. They tell them that they're
We do
okay
not
with
play
things that they're
phase
not,
2.
and they basically lie to these
At
girls
all.
to fuck them. And so that's
No,
it.
we just
And
stack.
this is the reason
Have
why
fun.
these girls live in this insulated
So we
group,
we stand in the
and
middle
this is
the
why
entire
they have
fight,
these viewpoints that
basically.
they're so extreme.
Yes.
Basically.
Okay,
It's
perfect.
So
because
not
nobody
even
wants
dotting
to
up
ruin
the
their
flails for the
probability or their
Rangers?
chances with this person
I mean,
by
you
giving
can
them
if
a
you want.
reality check.
We only
That's
have
the
like
reason why.
Atsi, more or less.
And I think
But the
that's
main focus
true.
is going to be to nuke
And,
down the
and
boss.
again,
That's
like
the
you can
idea
look at this
of it,
even
and
with
just
like
heal
things that
through
are
everything.
non-political,
But
like
if you got
crystal
some
stuff or
big ass
astrology,
spell you
etc.,
can
right?
use that's
And
not
so
combustion,
yeah, it leaves in a really bad sense of reality.
and
Yeah,
yes,
But
yeah,
then
don't
exactly.
waste
And I think
globals
that
on
also,
anything
like, I
but the
mean,
boss.
being
No,
an
exactly.
attractive
That's what I love to
female
hear.
in a first world country,
Otherwise, we
I mean,
won't
you
make
do
the
have
kill
some
time.
problems. I mean, don't get me wrong, but you have a lot more advantages, and you're basically living the highest level of privilege that you can possibly exist in. You know, you've got people that are paying you thousands of dollars. If you're like an OnlyFans girl, they're paying you thousands of dollars a month, tens of thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands of dollars just to take pictures of your body. And
So
you don't
well.
really have to do a whole lot, right? I mean, there's plenty of girls that make that much money and they're not even doing nude photos. Now, obviously, like some of these people, like they have stalkers and this is all bad. But the difference is that the negative things that they experience are things that are against the law
He
and bad,
is
and everybody
back.
universally condemns, right? Like stalking,
I was gonna ask if
harassment,
health stones
etc.
are getting buffed
And
in
so
MoP, because
the
they're
fact
kinda
is
shit,
that
to
a
be
lot of
honest.
these girls do live a tremendous
Where
life of privilege.
are you gonna tell
right?
him?
They like a
Holy shit.
ridiculous, insane
Towards
life
the
of
water
privilege.
bottle level.
And I think that whenever you live such a big life of privilege, you get
don't
disconnected
forget,
from
Atsi,
what
you're
the
first.
average person
It's
experiences.
Jens,
And
Weeder,
it kind
Flop,
of goes to like what
Deadbot,
I was
and
saying, and this might
Magic.
sound like
Do you
a weird
want
thing,
do you
but
want the
it's one of the
bounce
reasons why I don't really do
ASAP
a lot
or
of the other things that like other
You can. I
popular,
think you can
like,
extend it a
speakers
little
or
bit.
people online
2,
do, or just people
1.
that have money do, right? Like I don't
But yeah,
really,
ASAP.
I don't know, like I go
Oopsie.
out and I go get my own food, right? I mean, I'll get DoorDash sometimes for sure,
Void orb.
but like not all the time.
Combust.
And
Alright,
you know, I
Zaxi.
kind of like run my own life and I live my own life, right? And I think that the reason why I do that is because it just it helps me.
Yeah, that's fine.
It helps me
Yeah,
maintain
just go. Yeah, that's too
myself,
much.
right? Like
Just
I'm
go
a person. I'm
insta
like I'm
bounce
a
now.
normal
Shadows
person to
on
an
you.
extent. And I think that there's a lot of creators
coming
and
into
people
melee,
that
watch it.
you know they're so terminally
It's a
online.
bit to the left.
And they're really popular, so they can just afford to not have to
This
deal
is
with a lot of
Jens'
problems
spy.
in their lives. And I find that to be unhealthy. And I think that's what happens in most cases.
Watch
right?
Jens' health.
And so yeah, it keeps
It's
you
way to the
grounded.
left,
It does.
Melee.
And
You
I
need
think
to
it's
follow
also
it.
healthy. It's
Everyone
mentally
needs to
healthy
follow
for
this.
you.
Oh,
Oh
you
shit,
have
we
like
don't have a
some weird
healer.
abstraction of life that ends up
Gonna
making
be
you
weeds now.
Nope.
making
Still
you
way to the left.
unrelatable. And so
Follow
yeah,
it.
that's the way I think about it. And so like
Test the paint
that's
up in
really
fight.
against jealousy because you pull so much
Fluxy now.
attention. Well, no, I'm just saying in general, right? I mean, it's just that's how I see things.
Probably gonna be
But,
off course again.
Yeah, I think that's the reason why you see a lot of those girls doing that stuff. It's because they can get away with it, and people put up
Looks
with
good.
it too. And
How's
so,
the damage to
and
Knita?
you see this happen with all kinds of stuff.
Step
But
up
I
next.
think with that, it's definitely true. I
Have
popped
you
off
used
some
any
Tectons response to
cooldowns?
Denims. He
Yeah.
didn't give me
Shadows
Kelly
on
hands
you.
like
giving me, and I
Alright, this is
legit,
gonna be the
like,
last
hate viral
melee
tweets of mine.
bounce.
Oh
Last
yeah,
melee
I saw a little bit
bounce.
about that. Let me
And
see if I
Magic
can
Salt,
pull that
you're up.
and just look
Got
at
You
it.
got a rest,
Yes,
Kelly.
So, did I think I posted this
Too much
somewhere.
damage?
Let me go and see.
Ah,
I've
Well,
been so
this
many
is
things
one too
happening,
many
it's been hard
bounces.
for me to
it's too many
Oopsie.
also.
Like we
There's
said
too many
9,
what?
and that was
okay,
then
so
10.
there's Denims.
No, no,
Let
we
me
said
see,
Phase
whatever.
two.
where's Tectone?
Nah, we were
So
bouncing
yeah,
too late.
this happened. I guess it was like a couple
Was
of
they
days
got
ago.
like
and,
13
it was
also.
yesterday. I
Said
just
it was
didn't get a
10.
chance to watch it. So this is basically what happened is that.
When are we losting?
So,
now
Tectone
we should.
proclaims that Denims has Tectone derangement
Not Java, we're
syndrome.
doing
I'm
11.
sorry, I'll never date you. You're just not good enough. And so this is another one right here. And I'm gonna make this simple exception and share DMs. So Denims goes and leaks the DMs with.
No, we said that.
So whenever
Yeah,
she
now it
posts
was, but
this,
when we said it was the
she
last
doing
melee
this
bounce,
in
it was
order to
10.
make Tectone look bad or look like a weirdo. And you can see what he said. Yo, do you want to play Rivals sometimes? And then this is another message that he said. Let me go over here. I know we've had poor interactions in the past, and we've both said pretty awful shit to one another, but I kind of don't want to hold grudges onto people anymore. All good if not. So basically, he offered to extend an olive branch to Denims, and he's like, "Yeah,
Could be.
you know,
What's
like
the
we had
percentage on
problems
him
in the
now?
past, but
Yeah,
we
the first one
past
was
that."
a bit
And this,
off.
by the way, this is the same. Like this is
Usually at
4:28
9s,
and
I don't
4:29.
even
So
use
he
my icebound,
basically just
and it
sent her
ran
this
out
one
before
message,
the last two.
and this is it.
This time.
And so anyway, she's obsessed with me. She reached out to play Fortnite with me. I exposed his lies.
You wanna
This is what men get for trying to extend
just
an olive
9,
branch.
yeah?
Men just an olive branch.
No, you can do 11.
Friends who speak out about
Usually
women.
we just
I
do
mean,
like
again,
2
I think that
cooldowns
people
on
like Denim
9,
should be a little bit
and
more
I
careful,
wasn't
like just
into the
throwing
third
around
one
accusations of being a
on the
sexual
9th this
abuser.
time.
I think that's pretty dangerous as well. And
So
if
the
you're saying
timing
something
with the
like
ball
that
was
about a
a bit off.
person and you don't
Yeah,
really
we
have
were
any evidence
way too
for
late
it at
on it.
all, you're opening yourself up for defamation, and I don't really see how that's not the case. And so anyway, this
Yeah, I guess
definitely
if we
is
bounce the
in
first
my
ball
opinion, I think this
a bit
is a huge
earlier,
Tectone
then it
W.
shouldn't be a problem.
If you have a person that like, and Denim's also had messaged him in the past
So,
too,
but
and, like,
I
talked in
forgot
his
to have
chat
someone
like, do stuff with him.
outside
And I heard that
healing
even like I think this is on my Reddit, right? Let me see if I can find it. Fuck.
Yeah.
Is this no? That's
Because
not it.
Flushy
No, I'm
normally
not sure
does
really
it,
where it
but I
is.
guess we can have
Yeah,
Joven
here
do
we
it.
go. New
It's
Tectones
just
and
like
Denims
mages
beefs up.
get your
So
fucking
this is
asses straight after the bounce into the
which I
camp,
thought
then
was
no
even more
healer has to stand up.
No,
Let's see if I can pull
they.
it up now.
It was
Is
the
that
debuff.
Denims was also going back and forth.
Yeah,
with
like
Yeah,
Marvel
well-
having the
playing,
debuff,
playing
having to do the
Marvel
bounce,
Rivals. And
then you
this
have
is
to
her
icebox
comments in,
because I wasn't getting any heals at all,
Destiny's, what do you call them?
and I
Destiny's
even
chat.
blinked,
It really
and I
sucks that we didn't
didn't
And
have
so
any
she's
chance to get
literally
into the
openly
range.
flirting with
You want
Destiny
me to stay
in
outside
chat,
or
which is
Joven
like,
can do it?
in my opinion, like this is kind of a crazy thing to do, right? This woman, yeah,
I'll
yeah,
have
which is,
Joven
like,
be outside.
Very odd to do that.
Yeah, it's been for a while. Yeah, just fast bounces, we try again, and if we can't
So
kill it, we're
she's,
just gonna
like, I
do
mean, she's
one
totally going
normal
off on this.
transition.
And this is like high school drama times high school drama, but some people
When
are
we
being paid
stack,
way too much
like
money
the tech's
to
supposed to
deal
go
with
out and
it
grab the claws
and to be
as
part
well.
of it. And so you have this
Yeah,
girl,
they are.
right? And she's
We were
basically
They were.
gone around
Ben was tanking here. Yeah.
trying to like flirt with
Oh, okay,
Destiny.
Ben was
messaging
Yeah, I
tanking.
didn't
Tectone
from the
as
bus
well,
after I got
and
this.
then she
Are we
leaked
That's
Tectone's
pulling
kinda
it
why.
DMs to try to make
to
Tectone
one of the
look bad,
claws?
and all it
Yeah,
shows
we're
Yeah.
gonna
is
pull to one of the
Tectone trying to
claws,
move
but
past
Yeah,
things
okay.
and not
Yeah.
having
the
any
first
drama.
couple of seconds, the
And
boss is
so
not gonna be able
this
to
this
move.
is her big own.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I'm
Like,
just
oh, yeah,
trying to
I'm gonna make
mimic
Tectone
the
look so
other
bad
the
by exposing
the
his
warriors that know
DMs
what
of
to
him
do,
trying to bury the hatchet
and I
and
see
move
a sweeping
forward with
strikes
things.
there. Okay.
And that's fine, right? That's a Discord DM, not chat. Oh, it's a Discord DM. Excuse me, right? And,
It's okay,
so,
we
yeah,
just
it's
blame
just- it's
Knudder.
pathetic. I mean, and again,
Yeah, I
He
kind of
doesn't
forgot
mind.
to
always said
turn it
about
after I
people
got
like this
this.
is that people
Yeah.
that have problems
Actually,
are
it's a rookie
problems,
mistake. I
and
could
a lot
teach
of
you
these
how
people,
to.
I think,
Yeah.
are very disagreeable
I don't have this
versus annoying people, and they probably didn't have a lot of friends, and I don't think a lot of people want to be
Actually.
around them in a lot of cases.
Actually.
And because of that, they have, and it's because of this antisocial
Just make
behavior,
sure you're in
right?
position.
And
Let's see.
what? No, I
Five,
think it's actually true.
4,
Like, because you
3,
think about it, like, how
2,
would a normal person
1.
respond to a comment like this? Like, would you respond to something
Utsu.
like this and be like, "Oh yeah, I still fucking hate
Void
you"?
Orb.
That's gonna
Or
be
would you say,
straight
like,
into
"Yeah,
our
I'm
group.
not really
Go
interested. I don't
way
want
to
to
the
deal with this
left.
at all, or whatever."
If
And
you're
then
not soaking,
actually
way to
exposing
the
this and
left.
putting this out to the world as if it's going to make this person look bad.
That was
Absolutely
Etsy.
not. It's outrageous.
Mages need to be
And
further
so
away.
yeah, Tectone's still banned even with the approved
Jens
deal.
by next.
That's a really
Yep.
good point. Yes. Wow, I forgot all about that. How is it actually that Tectone? What do you call it? Let me see here. Yeah, this is
No,
all.
didn't
all
even
the
Meet
rest of it.
next.
Tectone, didn't they say that the moderation team gets off on what do you call it? They get off on. Let me double check here. Tectone.
And this is Fluxy.
So they get off on the weekends, so he should be back on Monday. Well, it's Monday and it's 1 p.m. So, I mean, is he going to get unbanned or not? I mean, maybe they
Disappears
lied.
up in
Today's a
five.
national
Oh, we
holiday.
got
It's
Dead
White
Pop.
Monday here. I don't think it's a national holiday. I'm pretty sure it's not.
Think so?
Not here in the U.S. The 9th of
Okay,
June.
this is
I'm
the
pretty
last
sure.
melee
No.
bounce.
And so, yeah, I think you
And
missed.
we got Magic Salt taking the next. Take it as set.
Yeah,
ASAP.
yeah,
We're
there
gonna
you
rest
go.
for Dead Pop.
And I
Get
think
ready
you're
for
right.
to
Decoy
let
Voice
it go
did a
in?
great
Let
video
it
on LA
go in.
riots. No, we'll watch. We'll watch
Let it
everything
go
about
in.
that. Definitely. Did you see
Rest and
his
magic,
follow-up DM
please.
after those were exposed? No, I didn't see any of that. But
Phase two.
I'll look at some more stuff too. Seen Tyler Oliveira's video where he joins ICE to capture illegals? I didn't see that. I mean, I guess he stole my idea, right? And yeah, there you go. We're doing Switch 2 unboxing? Yes, later on, but not right now. And so yeah, anyway, it seems like it's very interesting. It's very, very interesting that that nothing happened, right? I mean, I find that to be extremely interesting.
Combustion.
But let's see here.
Phase 1.
Tectone message kicks mods real time and got a
Right, just
response
keep
within 30
big heals
seconds.
up.
That's a huge difference. Well, I mean, all I'm saying is that, you know, Tectone said and Twitch said to Tectone
And don't be in front.
that he would get unbanned. They said that he would get unbanned
Void
on Monday. That's what he said, at least. And
I
you know,
can take
apparently
this
that
over, I
either
think.
wasn't true. They changed their mind. I guess maybe Tectone was
Ooh,
lying.
okay.
But yeah, either way, that's it. Tomorrow, yeah, for sure. They also
Yes,
banned
we
him for
have
the
to
most
connect.
ridiculous reason. Chat mentions moderation was outsourced to Egypt when where today was a holiday.
Nuke,
if that's
nuke,
true,
nuke.
I mean,
I'm going to
I
die.
guess, I mean,
It's
who
coming.
knows, right?
It's
I
coming
mean, maybe
into.
he'll get
Get
unbanned
out of the
tomorrow. I
way.
guess we'll
Get out of
find
the way
out.
of that orb.
But yeah, the riots
We'll
yesterday
take it.
were
Yeah,
fucking
good.
insane. I think that everybody pretty much saw this, and please trying to light them on fire with
And
a wall of gasoline poured in
dead.
their path. So let's go
Ping
ahead and
pong
take a look and
champion.
see what this is. So you've
Hey.
got a bunch of people
Hey.
creating a wall, right? This is like a what is this? A fucking flame wall? Please try.
How
and
come
light
we
them on
always
fire,
get these kind of
in
weird
a line of
achievements
gasoline
when we
poured in
don't
their
even
path.
try
He
for
failed,
them?
got caught. Don't fail to suffer that
we
propaganda.
that
Tries
good?
to paint this man as innocent.
When
So
are the
this is the
achievement
guy.
runs? That's
So
the
they're
question.
trying to make this guy look like he was innocent.
But this was
But
actually
yeah, how did all that stuff get on fire?
36 seconds.
Because obviously everybody, yeah, bro, they got the cavalry over there even.
That felt long.
Yeah, how
It,
did
it
that
goes
happen?
a lot faster when
Must
you
have been
don't
the
play
wind, yep, and then the guy
black
got
luck
arrested.
phase.
And he wasn't going to do anything. Yeah, fire mage pussy. Well, I guess he was out of mana. And yeah, so the media dies. Yeah, it's just misunderstood. Yeah, I mean, people like this. Like, I think
Next
that
one
the
is
big
going to be
issue of, like,
regular, but we're
of this and what
downsizing
the
a
big
healer.
problem is that people light
Since
stuff
we
on
got
fire,
two
they
holy
destroy
paladins.
property, they basically just
So you
go
can
ape
finally
shit,
Shadow?
and nobody has anything happen.
You're funny.
Like, there's
Oh,
more
she has
That
like a
was a
hundred.
serious
for these
question,
people,
Tessa.
and so I'm really glad to see this happen. This guy
No,
tried
we're
to run
going
away.
from 4 to
Again,
3.
literally zero sympathy
Did
for
we
these
3
kinds
lit
of
last
people.
week already?
He's trying to run
Nope.
away from
How's
the
the key on
police,
the 100,
etc.
Tessa?
I don't give a shit. They're psychopaths.
Get in there.
Well, there are people. The reason why these people are doing it, I'm
So
off.
still
Yeah,
green
I
and
mean,
blue.
Again, they should immediately arrest this guy.
Freshly
And
bruised.
the mayor said it was Trump's fault. Yeah, watch him bonk the dude with a horseback.
Oh,
Don't
that
take the-
Overwatch model
But
was
again,
perfect.
it's just arson, and somebody like this should spend a lot of time in jail.
Where's
that's
my
what I think.
mold machine?
And a lot of IRL
Hey!
streamers
Nice one.
this, and now the riders have a bounty of 50k. These
Oh,
guys are
that's
titled
2,
FBI
4,
on Kick.
6, 8, 9 people here in
What?
Overwatch. Nice.
Yeah.
Holy
Oh,
shit, I
shit,
just
the
clicked, I
warlock
didn't
left.
think, I
Wait,
just
why am I
acted.
looking for this? Okay, Kick.
Good
All right.
j-
Let's get a
Captain.
summoning portal.
Is this actually
Who
true?
was that
I can
Hold
put-
on, let me
troll
pull
mage?
this up and
Summon.
find it.
Should I pick something up on
Okay,
auction house and
so,
some here,
browse.
apparently?
Can I find clips? Yes.
Yeah,
okay,
that's kind of
clips,
time
and
wasted. We
then
don't troll like that.
Where is okay? So how about categories?
It was a good troll.
Is it? I
It
guess
was,
probably
but
IRL, right?
Well,
Clips.
it
Let's
came
not.
kind of unexpected.
I mean, we are
Nobody
kind of on a
expects
timer right now
Last
because
day.
I think Magic has to leave early, so we got until
I don't know
22
if
o'clock.
any of this is.
We should be able
It's
to
really
do that.
hard for me to say.
Yeah.
FBI wanted man. Okay, so here's one right here, and is it tagged FBI?
Don't the healer serve?
How many?
I can't
We're
tell.
in the middle
I
of
don't
summoning
know if it is or
Knitter.
not, honestly. I have no clue. And yeah,
need
there
them.
you go. Assaulting a police
mean, half a
officer.
raid is gone.
A police horse is considered an officer on possibility of
Yeah.
tossing the officer. Guy's fucked. Yeah, I mean, I think so too. They were saying mounted cops were making the horse trample him. I guess the cops didn't realize horses don't react well to fireworks. Well, the thing is that number one, the thing is, I don't have a lot of sympathy for people that are going around lighting everything on fire. If the horse accidentally steps on you, maybe you should
They
ask
kinda just
yourself
tank
how
by
you got yourself in
HPS
that
there, so-
situation to begin with. You're lighting things on fire,
I was
you're
doing like
destroying
25k
property, you're
HPS, and
causing
then the healer
problems,
started to heal.
and now it's the
you're doing
horse's
good.
fault because the horse is stepping on
Fucking
you?
tank.
No, I don't think so. I don't think that's the way the world should work, you know? And it's ridiculous. And Horsethorn Stomp, yeah, and obviously, like, it's not a good thing. Like, I don't want that to happen. But also, like, I'm not going to go and act like the police are the ones that are the problem when you have people that are lighting things on fire. Like, I mean, this is, and to be fair, that worked really well. I was surprised. I mean, you're basically trying to light a police officer on fire. That's crazy. So yeah, I don't know what to say. And Cop busted out the ponyta. I mean, yeah, exactly. And yeah, horses are trained for those situations. They are. And again, this would have never happened at all if he had not done that. And a lot of these people, I think that they need to realize that there needs to be a level of personal accountability that people like this have. Whenever you're going out into like one of these riots and you're, especially if you're participating in the illegal acts, right? I mean, if you're a peaceful protester and you're just out there because you have a, you know, like you don't like ICE, right? That's fine. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Like, I disagree with you. I think you're stupid, like, ideologically, but like, I don't want the cops to arrest you, right? You know, I hope you don't vote, right? That's about it. But beat his ass? Yeah, sure. They're just dumb. But yeah, it's okay to be stupid. It's not okay to do this. And so yeah, it's so sweet of you. Yeah, those National Guards. No, they're not. I don't think that they're National Guard. At least not yet.
Resetter.
They're trying to light a human on fire. The fuck is wrong with these lunatics?
One of the hunters, please.
Well, these people again. These people will justify any action and any behavior in order to have it be a means to an end of their behavior. And so this is what happens with a lot of people, and I think this is what's happened a lot in general.
One of
is
you?
that we're starting to see that with these people, and again, these are the people that appeal to empathy all the time. They're trying to light horses on fire. They're destroying random self-driving cars,
I mean, we need to
and
wait
they're
for everyone to
blocking
get back here.
highways.
Okay, perfect.
I'm starting to think that
Yeah, that's
this
why
isn't
starting
actually about
resetting
the
her
rule
since
of
it can
law
take
and
a
due
while.
process.
I'll
It's
lock
actually
my
just
Fucking
about
master
you
trinket has
getting
like a
mad and not
2-minute
getting
internal
what you want.
cooldown after you equip
That's
it.
really it.
What?
Which
And,
is
did
such
you
a
see what the
grief.
police
Yeah.
officer shot the reporter in the leg?
Oh, we can just
I
do
did.
like
I
a
think
1
you
minute
should just be
timer.
like if you're
Not all trinkets are like.
you should just be you should not be a police officer.
What is it? Normally 30 seconds?
Like you're a retard. Like
Yeah, that's what it
yeah,
usually
you
is,
should be
but
fired. Like
for some
instantly
reason this
fucking
one
fired. Like because
needs
again,
a
it's
long
not,
time to
yeah,
proc.
it's not a riot. I mean, this is again. Like, at least shoot the people that are causing problems, right? I mean, what the hell are you going to do shooting
Check
them?
your groove.
So, yeah, it's ridiculous.
I'm just missing
And do
XMG,
you
but
think
he's
the
gonna be
CEO
ready
Blamo
also.
did the Nazi
And we can
salute?
only
I don't know. I mean, if he
ignore
did,
one
maybe
set
they
of
would've set
bystances.
even more of them on fire.
Only got one rogue.
I saw a son out there saying radical police
I
are
want to
impeding
do it for
communities'
just the
right to
first one.
peacefully protest.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, you're not peacefully protesting whenever you're
That's
standing
gonna
on
be
the
the best.
highway and preventing people's travel. Right? I mean, like, it's just simply not peaceful protest. and
Sorry
everybody
guys,
knows that.
I'm a bit confused.
There's obviously a
Dumbo.
lot of like
I'm supposed
intentional
to heal or
obfuscation,
DPS here?
but
TPS.
realistically,
TPS,
everybody
okay,
knows
yeah,
that's not true.
You only
And
have
it
the
also
disc into
blocks
the Holy
emergency
Paladins.
vehicles too, which is another really
Okay.
big component that I think people
Bobby
don't
is set
realize
up to
that
take the lightning
even
stuff,
if the
but
blockade
he's
of
not here.
people themselves lets
Oh
emergency
shit.
vehicles through, what
I
they
take his
create
spot.
is an apparatus
Yeah,
around them
Flusher is
of the
taken.
traffic being stopped everywhere in this area.
Nice
So
save.
it-
Any
'cause
last
again, it's
second
like the traffic is like a blood
details?
flow, right? And so if you
Yeah,
stop it
yeah.
in one place,
Yeah, health them,
it
please.
fucks up everywhere else too. So when you have that happen,
Warlock's
gonna
and,
hate
you know,
you.
the emergency vehicles,
Three,
maybe they're not
Yeah,
even
another
on
chance,
the
bro.
highway, but
One.
even if they're not on the highway, they're probably still going to be negatively affected by that gridlock. And sometimes
Don't forget
they
for
might
stacking.
have to wait
Stack,
in
stack,
the
stack.
traffic
Or you're gonna
because
get
of this.
killed.
And that's why it's so problematic.
Combust.
Aren't we all reporters with social media? Yeah, I guess so.
Combust.
And even the mayor admits blocking the road isn't peaceful protesting. Yeah, even she says it's
And
not.
smoke bomb
So
now.
I don't know why anybody's saying it's peaceful protesting when even the mayor of Los Angeles says that it's not.
We're gonna have next
So
phase
it's
in
that simple.
5. So get ready to do these lightning phases.
No, free game, pedal to the metal. Yeah, I don't want to. I don't want to have the protesters get run over. I mean, that's because that causes the worst thing to have happen. And this is the biggest fear that I have.
Position.
Is that you will have right-wing people. You will have
Personal.
more
I need
Kyle
some.
Rittenhouses.
There we go.
And I don't want that to happen. I don't want to have people coming.
We get a
in there
rest on
with, like,
EX, and we're
militias
doing
and,
proper
like,
ice
shooting
dances
these
now. Doing
protesters.
proper
Like,
ice
I do.
dances.
Well, no.
What's the
like,
cooldown?
It's not
Trumpets
that I don't
left?
want these people to be held accountable. I just
3
think that
minutes.
what you should do is you
Ah,
should
okay.
arrest them before it gets to that point.
Do these
Because
ice dances.
now, whenever you have open
Find a
warring,
buddy.
basically between like different factions of people,
Ice
like you've
tunes.
basically turned
Tomb stick
LA
up.
into a Call of Duty map, right? I mean, you've got literally
Paint
two
some
different
details.
teams of people
2,
shooting each other.
1.
And so, yeah, absolutely not. And so that's what I think. If you stand in the road, you should be ran
Got
over.
2 healers
I
in
mean, I'm not really going to care a whole lot if that happens.
Doesn't
but I'm
matter,
not
nuke
gonna
them out
advocate
anyways
for it
quick. We
either.
need the
I
DPS
think
if
that
we
the
want to
police
make
need
it for the
just
next
go in
phase.
there and
Maybe
arrest
hands
them
like you.
before it happens. Wrong
Do
about
these
Thailand
ice
protesters,
dances. We
correct
got ice
about,
phase in
arresting
15.
Ambassador with NG. It should have happened on Friday.
We gotta make it.
Yeah, well, all I'm saying is that I think that it's not good for anyone that there could be a mutual escalation of force
pumping!
between
Will be
different groups
too
of civilians
close.
because
High
the
onions,
government
yes, high
refuses to
sacks.
uphold the law.
Good.
And I feel
Nice.
like if you abstract what I'm saying into like a general concept, you
I
would
see the
immediately realize that
fireball,
this is a huge problem.
the
And,
pyro
whenever
balls
you look at it
coming in
specifically,
at
it,
1
might
second.
seem like
Oh my
it's
god,
okay,
double
but
ring.
it's
Oh my
actually
god.
not. And so yeah, there's one way for
Motherfucker.
to go around. But yeah, either way with this stuff,
Someone's happy.
I totally I completely
Too
support.
bad you can only
Oh,
have
the-
one.
the-
You know, like basically
pyro
anything
balls?
that's happening to these
Use
guys.
for
I
disenchant.
mean, like again, this is trying to set a person on fire. Really, I mean, this shouldn't.
Okay,
even
just
be,
to
it shouldn't even
double
be a
check, everyone
conversation.
who's on
People
the
like this should just be
attraction list
instantly
is
arrested
here,
and put in
right?
jail. Maybe those wildfires weren't as natural as we thought. Well, no,
You
I think
mean
wildfires are actually quite common.
the groups?
And,
Well, if
what
they're
about
not
states'
here, they
rights?
can't
Those
say
ice
no,
states don't
so.
belong in the state.
Yeah, that's
Well,
true.
here's
Whoever's
the
not
thing,
here.
is that
Are you here?
there is federal
Yes.
immigration law.
No.
Not
And
here.
so if you don't follow the federal immigration law,
So the question
and you're
is,
not
does it
following the
trust me to
federal
solo tank
law,
this one?
then I don't want to have the rest of the government paying for you. And I think that's really the big issue. And so, like, yeah, they do. Like, the federal
You
law, and
trust my
also,
skills
by the
to
way,
enter at
states'
0.1.
rights, if we go back to
No.
the Civil War, states' rights lost.
I ain't going there.
You remember that, right? Like,
That's
states'
gonna be
rights
fine, Tina.
lost in the Civil War. The federal government won. So I don't know why
Yeah,
you're
you
making
will
this
try
argument. I mean,
solo-tanking
maybe
it.
we have a
Yeah,
Confederate
I guess,
in
yeah.
here, but in fact,
Go
yeah,
for it.
that's not what happened at all.
Alright.
It's gap regardless. Democrats can't
We have
afford to
sole
allow
tanks,
it
I
if
guess.
they what do you call it? If they can't win an election
we
with loss
missing
of
one in
census
group one?
numbers. Well, I don't know what the reason is, right? But I'm a big supporter of
So
just
well.
getting rid of all of these people.
There
I
is
don't
two
really have any
rogues in group
sympathy for
one,
any of
yes.
them. And I want to see all of them arrested and removed. That's pretty much how I feel about it.
No two
And I
rogues
think
in
that's
the
the smart
raid.
thing to do. And the more that you allow
guess
this to
we can put a
happen and you
mage
allow
there.
things to escalate, the worse it's going to get. And so my
Someone's a
my
mailbox.
goal and like my mindset with this is just arrest
Mailbox?
as many of these people as possible, and that way you prevent anybody who does anything else. So yeah. And immigration is a federal prerogative. Yeah, of course, right? Things popping off in New York too. I think that you're going to see more people pop off, but as people and this is what happened with like the BLM riots. The reason why the BLM riots happened is because the government let it happen. And also, I should note that the majority of the BLM riots happened under Trump. And I think this is one of the big things that frustrated me about Trump as a president the first time that he was in office is that you had somebody who, like, okay, now we finally have a guy who's willing to actually do things, maybe, right? And then nothing happened. Like, he didn't arrest these guys. He didn't call in the National Guard. He didn't call in the military. He
Guys
didn't do
had the chance
anything.
to join there.
Meanwhile, these people are burning down entire cities constantly. And so that's really what the problem is. And that was one of the reasons why I was very frustrated and I didn't vote for Trump again, is because I thought that he should have immediately clamped down on that instantaneously. And I'm glad to see him kind of doing that with the LA stuff, but I don't think that it's happening as much as it should. So that's really how I see it. Yeah, then second term, January 6 pardons. Yeah, but I don't really care about that. We can't save every dummy. Yeah,
So
sure.
MoP
Didn't some
numbers
member of his
are kinda
cabinet tell him he couldn't
inflated,
do
no?
that? Well, I don't know if he could or not, but
How?
either
But-
way, he should have. I mean,
When I
that's
looked at
really
some
it.
gameplay and they were
also, I mean,
doing like
whenever
200k
you
damage
allow
with like
people
a
to burn down a
single
city,
hard
it
cast
does
spell.
make the current
I can
administration
remember
and the
you had
current
a
government
million
look bad.
DPS.
And I think that's why
Yeah.
they're letting
Yeah, I
it
think
happen.
like
Yeah, the numbers go
Remember they
up.
had, Xi
100
Yeah, it's
Jinping
like
or whatever,
insane,
the
they are.
prime minister
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
China
Also,
come
the
to
tanks
LA,
and the
and they
You
cleaned
can
it up
like add a zero
instantaneously.
to
It
what
was
you're
no
doing now.
problem. And so the entire idea that like they can't deal with this or they're not
Two
able to
zeros,
deal with
actually,
this is insane.
nearly.
Well, maybe
They
not
can
weed.
easily deal with it.
Weed.
They're just too
Yes, I was thinking that.
old in San Francisco. Okay.
I can maybe minus 50k or something.
Well, it's still
I
California.
don't
one
remember
way or
what the
another.
normal raid
Did you
DPS
hear about
was,
the ice
but
docks are getting docked?
shit
I
goes
did.
up.
So this is one thing that happened.
I
a little
remember
bit
at the
earlier
end,
today,
like Paladins
and
were doing
I
like
saw this. It was
1.2
pretty funny.
million Paladin tanks.
Let me see if I can pull it up, and might take me a minute.
I'm
There's
fine.
been
So
so many
MoP
of these I
ruined
need
the
to find.
numbers, I see.
So
Yeah, it was
basically,
after MoP they
let
did
me
Yeah,
the
see
they
if I
did
level
can pull it up.
nerf
There's
and
one
the
more about
gear
this,
nerf.
squish.
and,
Yeah, the squish
yeah.
thing, yeah.
Anyone excited for what?
Oh, I
No.
can't wait to
Scanner.
just stand in a garrison and not
So
be with
this
you
is
guys.
a guy right here who, for a long time, he was running an account. And is this LA scanner? Is the account actually gone now? Let me go back and
The
double check.
Garrison release will go
LA
as smoothly as
scanner.
it did when it came out.
Can't
Yeah,
wait to have
okay,
the
so
same
he
experience
deleted
Oh,
in
I
game as in
remember
real
that.
life.
And so this is a person
Remember to
right
have your
here,
macros,
and this has
guys.
been going on now for a while.
Oh,
That this
thank you.
person has been posting the
I
public
forgot.
locations of
What was it
of
you had to
ice
kill at the
raids,
start
right?
in the
And so,
little
for
area
example,
where you
like
clear
if I
out
just
your
look at
for
some
your
of these
garrison?
images here,
Was it
you'll
Yetis or
see.
something like that?
No, it's not this one.
Yeah, it's
Was
the
it
first
like
There we
that
go.
those
You know,
squishy
he
was
posts like
the
this right
Drano.
here, confirmed federal agent sighting. I genuinely hope this doesn't happen. So many federal agent sightings.
In
If
raid
you see
testing, they
federal
did
agents
like
in LA,
250
DM
to
us a photo and a
300k
location. Let's keep
DPS
Los Angeles safe.
on the first
Well,
bosses
anyway, so this guy
with free
obviously,
raid gear.
you know, this guy pretty much
Just
made a big
stupid.
mistake and fuck around and find out. He did fuck around, and he definitely found out because now people found out where he lived and people found out his name and they're doxing him. I recently discovered several posts containing my family's name and home addresses. This is unacceptable.
Don't forget,
and
we're not pulling on
violates
this.
our
Yes, we're pulling
privacy.
on this
Be
timer.
warned, if anyone appears at my residence with harmful intentions,
Oh
I'm
shit,
legally
Masoon,
entitled
I
to use
didn't
deadly
change
force in
it, so every
accordance
time
with
you
my
press
state's
PI, I
So anyway, this is
It's
it.
going to
Hypocrite?
someone
No,
else.
and this is what I've said the entire time. Is
Yeah.
that the people
Oh,
that
that's
do
fine.
this
That just
kind
make me
of stuff
cry,
immediately
laugh
fold
though.
the second that
Am I still group
they're
one?
held accountable to the same standards
yes,
they
you
hold
are.
other people
5,
accountable to.
4,
And so these are the people
3,
that are doing it.
2,
And Chicken, yeah,
1.
now he believes in it. Yeah, now he believes in privacy. And also, by the way, what he was doing was worse than what people were doing to him because talking about federal agents
Dog
is
shit ass
putting
game.
federal
Shit
agents in
snapshot.
danger because they're actively trying to deal with
Fine,
potential
Chubby.
criminals,
Combustion.
drug dealers, or other forms of bad
You know it's gonna
actors.
be a good kill
And so,
time
meanwhile,
when
just
Jabba is
posting his
complaining.
address is also bad.
True.
But let's not conflate this with giving away the locations of federal agents
Oh, we got
so
group
people
1
can
in 20
triangulate and
seconds.
attack them.
That's
And
you,
so
Barry.
That's it. That's wrong, bro.
I
Well,
know.
no, I think both of them are wrong.
Look, I'm
You
already
shit.
the
And
best
that's
hunter
the
here. I
point
beat
that I'm
Happy.
making is that these are the people that are advocates for doxing. The second
what
that they
bus?
actually get doxed,
Twilight
they
Zone.
One in-
delete their account and try to appeal to people's
one in, coming up now?
Stay
appeal
up.
to people's sympathies. And so this is it. It's not that
I just
bad. It
realized
was
I don't have
necessary to
my
get them to
wolf
stop.
in my
I
cat
think that
balance.
I have literally
Well.
zero sympathy for this person.
It's gonna be
I have
interesting.
zero sympathy for them, and also
Alright,
by the way, if
debuffs are
this
going to
person
start
ever
coming
sees
out.
this clip,
Watch them.
do your absolute
Don't be
best
greedy.
not to kill somebody or shoot somebody that comes into your house. I understand that you think that like you're gonna get away with it, and you might get
Group
away
2
with
and
it.
20.
After a year and probably over $100,000 in court fees, you might have PTSD from it happening. They might
Fading
also
on
have
you.
weapons. You could get hurt in
3,
the process.
2,
Absolutely do not
Use.
use deadly force unless you 100
Group 2 coming up in
fucking percent
5.
Twilight
have to.
soon.
And so,
That's
yeah,
good.
he's
I
implying
don't
his
have red
castle
buff.
doctrine,
Have
but
fun.
he has an account in LA. One of those two things don't add up.
Use.
Well, no, apparently the guy actually lives in Texas. So
What, click it
he
too
was,
fast
he
or
was
what?
LARPing about this to begin with, right?
Rest
And so
SV,
this
take
really
it in
isn't a
3,
surprise to
2,
anybody, is it?
1.
But yeah, he was actually a LARPer from Texas. Let me go back over here. Fuck around and find out. LA scanner account that was dedicated to
I just
doxing
procced.
ICE agents and overwhelming the ICE tip
You
line.
proc? Can you ice proc
deactivated
just?
after
Yes.
blowback and
Get a
potential
rest
law
from Knut?
enforcement involvement.
No,
This is a
because
message. Doxing federal agents is illegal.
What's
Try it
happening
and
here?
Knut is
find
dead.
out.
Knut is dead.
Well, that shouldn't be
Okay,
what
we need
happens.
backups
Honestly, it
for
really
Yen
shouldn't be.
Spy.
If
You
you
can
do
do that.
something illegal,
2,
it shouldn't be try
1.
it again. It should be
Use.
you already did try it, and now you're
Can
going to be
try,
held
but,
accountable for trying it the first
Mess win,
time.
maybe?
Which
Twilight
is what I
soon.
think should have happened.
What am I doing?
And so that's how I see it.
Taking this
The
next
ICE
soap.
Doxer's
Shadow
stalking
Wolf?
victim was listed as vulnerable, which usually
Why are we
means it's
dying?
a child. Well, I don't know
'Cause
about
Knut
like
died.
he's a stalker or something
missing a
like that. I
red
have
buff,
no
I think.
idea. There's 7 million people on the
I got
non-detained docket, 1 million of which are at large with
Okay,
deportation.
okay,
Fading on
It's going
you.
to take a long time to get rid
1.
of them, but that's
Just
it.
recover.
It's funny how they turn into the and this is what I
Oh, we
think
don't
is
have
really
an off
funny
tank
about
right now,
this,
but I
is
guess
that-
Riss is gone. Alright.
read listen to this.
No, there's still
It's
one
funny
boss.
how they turn into the stereotypical right-wing
I guess
conservative
Sima up.
with
Is
guns
group
and
1?
protecting
Are
property
you
when
good
it
to
suits
soak
them.
the next one
That's
in
exactly
15?
right. It's because these people,
Yeah.
all of their values are luxury values. They're values that these people can only afford to have.
We might
whenever
have
they're
some deaths
protected
now.
by people
It
that
is,
have to suffer
Twilight
the
soon.
consequences of their altruism. And I think that's what's happened.
It's coming up.
And
Twilight.
that's literally
Use.
what it is. And it's embarrassing to see this happen. He's a convicted stalker. Check Insider Wire account. He's a convicted. Wait, LA Scanner is a convicted stalker.
Well.
What
That would-
happened with
would-
the
Is this
red
true?
buff?
If you
just
click
did
it too
shit.
fast after
yeah.
spawn, the second one despawns. That's what happened.
Oh no!
So you have to wait at least like 1 second or something.
So
to pick
wait
it
a
after
minute.
spawn.
Oh my god! So let me get this straight. The guy who ran an account on
What happens
stalking
to our
ICE
valor
agents
points?
was actually a
Gold.
stalker.
Get 1 gold per valor point. You'll be rich, Trevor.
Offense level felony.
Or you turn them
Case
into conquest
status
point and start an
convicted.
arena adventure.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Stalking found guilty by court. Wow.
Season's
And
still
I
going.
feel really bad for not coming forward with this sooner. The doxing might have never happened if I did. Please spread the word. And so you have this person who's deactivated their account. It was a kid. How do we know that it was a kid?
Ooh,
Why
I
are
did
people
a
saying that it was
91.
kid?
TPS?
Yes.
Is this public information? Yeah, it is. No shit. Well, I don't know. No guns for him.
Yeah, I
if he's
think
a
I
felon?
lost the DI
Yeah,
during my
and
attempt,
yeah, that's
so
also
my
kind of
parts got kind of
interesting, too.
screwed. Geo.
How else do you think he learned? Yeah, I don't know. Vulnerable can also mean mentally competent in the wise of the law. Where does it say vulnerable? I'm trying to find it. Oh,
Seems
no.
to work fine for me.
Wait, it says it down here. Violations, and this is the very bottom.
Can we get
you
some
guys
new
might not be able to
healthstones,
see this.
please?
Let me just move this to another frame.
Mr. Warlocks?
Violations, EH,
Trouble.
I
victim
still have
was
mine,
vulnerable.
so must be a skill issue.
So well.
Maybe he's playing more intense than you.
In instances of stalking, what would it mean?
He
if
probably
the
just made one for
police
himself.
Defined the victim as vulnerable.
Oh, sorry, I'm ready. Fuck.
Physical or mental health issues, age, society isolation, history of abuse, escalating behavior, or other circumstances. So he very well could have stalked an underage person, and he got a felony for this after. And this is the same person running an account like this. This is amazing. Like, so, and also, guys, it might have not been a kid. It could have actually just been a disabled person.
What did I
Maybe
put
it was
on
only a
healing for
disabled
this one?
person. And wow.
Everyone
No,
but
the
children.
charge was dismissed. Right. Okay. So it was a dismissed charge. How many charges have you guys gotten? And this is a felony. It says case status. What do you call it? Found guilty. So no, he was found guilty by this, and then it got dismissed afterwards. I think there are 2 circumstances of this happening. I'm not sure though about this 100%. No, it's 2. Yeah, 0. So how many of you guys just randomly got convicted of stalking? 0 times. And so convicted, then dismissed. Exactly. If he got convicted, that means that they found enough evidence to say that this guy probably did that shit. And so, yeah, I'm really not that surprised. Not 1, 2. So, well, wait a minute. So he's had 2 instances of stalking?
4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm not sure I understand this. I just want to make sure that I'm fully clear about it. 2 charges, only 1 stuck. Oh my god.
How many stacks are you going to take to get these?
I don't even know what
0?
this is. Probably bro's addicted to stalking.
0.
Yes, and this is what
Sinus is
happens
full.
whenever the
You got the bus
consequences are turned around on
from
them.
the beginning.
And this is these people whenever they find out. By the way, I don't support doxing, but it should have never had to
I don't
come
have
to
a
this.
charges
And you
coming
should
in.
not expect. I'm not going to go and say that this is a really bad thing. Because again, this person is
Alright, first
they're
trigger step,
putting
we go
other
to the
people in
left.
danger. I think it's a fuck around and find out
They
situation.
kind of
too.
fell off.
This is a person who had no
Big
problem
soak.
doxing and putting the
Big
lives
soak.
in danger of dozens of people that were federal agents. And
Nice.
also, here's another component that people like this probably never even consider. Is that when you put this information out there,
Where's
you
the
are
sapper?
escalating attention.
It's
and
coming.
You're escalating and like
There's a
turning up
dead
the
imp in
temperature
this
of this
guy. Anyone see
conflict,
this?
theoretically.
Yes.
And there's
That's
always
not
going to
dead
be
anymore.
collateral damage
Sapper is up.
when this happens, right?
Got up
And
the
so, for example,
the
you
Drake's
could
has
have
this
other people
fire.
that are innocent in this same area that now
Drake's
they're
incoming.
being violent. Read the post to the right. Did you guys see this? Oh, this is him making a post
Big
today.
soak.
Big
I want
soak.
to issue a formal
Big soak.
apology. I should not have posted the locations of the ice raids, and I will no longer do so. I've contacted
Go
the
to the
authorities
right
to take responsibility,
and watch for
they are
charges.
currently reviewing
Watch
my
for the
account to determine
charges.
whether any laws were broken. If it's found that I violated the law,
You
I
can
will
right
fully
click.
cooperate and turn myself in. Well, no, you won't.
Range,
You
you
don't
start
need
killing
to turn
the
yourself
left
in
side, Drake.
because it already happened. Like everybody knows that you did it.
Already
And,
on it,
to those
boss.
targeting my family, please, I'm begging you to stop. Why would they
Sapper
stop
coming in.
targeting your family when you wouldn't stop doing it until you became held accountable? So, and this is the problem, is that these people always,
Big
this is
soap.
why you never give these people
Big
any
soak.
empathy or any sympathy at all. I have
Watch for the
literally no
charges after
sympathy
this.
for this. If bad things happen to you or your family, obviously that's not a good thing, but I'm not going to go and hand wave and say this is such a horrible thing. You had no problem doing this and putting people's lives in danger, and you're only posting this now in order to save face. You're only posting this now in order to protect yourself and to look like the victim. You are not the victim, but it sure looks like the internet is going to make you earn that title. And I'm sorry to say, I really don't care.
Big soak.
I don't
Go
care.
on the right side after
Yep,
this.
I don't
Watch
give a
for the
shit.
charges.
How do you reconcile that two wrongs don't make a right? You seem to be treading very much on a thin line of not that. That's not good or moral.
Range start nuking on the left
yeah,
side, Drake.
sure. I mean, there's all the time.
Melee, you can finish off
Like,
the
it's very easy for me to say this. There are a lot of things that I don't think should happen, but I'm glad when they happen. Does that make sense? That's basically it. Yeah, or the
Let
an
the
eye
tanks
for an
pick
eye.
it up.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, going for someone's family is always wrong. Well, except whenever you went for Ice's family, and then that was okay, right? And so how is it that there's two different levels of expectations?
Sapro,
Never
melee,
let people
stun.
appeal to your better interests and your better your better nature in
Flames.
order for them to subvert you. And then as soon as they get the power or the upper hand on you again, they're going to do the same thing that they were trying to cry about you doing to them. Never let people do that to you. Like people saying he was doxing, I don't condone what he did, but posting locations of agents is the same as doxing. Yeah, it is. It's ultimately
You got the
and
roll
the
coming
reason
in.
why it's ultimately doxing
Got
is because
fire
it
and
has the
melee.
same effect. You're posting their
Shockwave
real-time
soon.
location, which opens them up
Shockwave coming
to
in.
harassment, and
one.
it also opens
Get
them up
ready to
to
dodge.
abuse and potentially violence. So doxing somebody's house and posting their house, what that does is it opens them up to violence and
Drake
abuse.
is gonna
Paints
run
up
away.
So
in
in
tree.
this circumstance, he is also opening
Paints
these
up
people
Tessa.
up to violence and abuse as well. And so yeah, it basically gives people the ability
What
to
are these
ambush them,
stacks,
etc.
guys?
Now you're sorry, but you're not
Shockwave
sorry. How
soon.
the verse you got? Yeah, exactly. And
I blame Simmer.
1.
I
people
blame
shouldn't be
Tessa.
murdered, but I don't care if a child predator. Yeah. This is exactly this is exactly my energy on this. People shouldn't be murdered, but I don't care if a child predator gets shanked in jail. That's right. That is exactly how I feel about this.
Do you have
It's
walls
karma.
now?
Shockwave
That's what you
soon.
get. That's what you
Stop
get.
now.
2.
And
One.
so
Take it.
anyway,
Take it
those
all.
targeting my
Take it
family,
all.
please, I'm begging you to stop. They've done nothing wrong, and they do not deserve to be dragged into this. Well, neither did the ICE agents' families either.
Action
But you
Hans.
had no problem
Yes,
putting them at risk. You had no problem putting families at risk and putting people in those families at risk at all. The anger
Oh,
should
the
be directed
banquet.
at me, not them. Oh, it is, and it's directed at you through them. They're attacking your family because they know it will hurt you. Just just the same way that you posting the addresses knew it would put ICE in danger, which is why you did it. Someone's already come to my house, pounding on the door, demanding to confront me. This has gone way too far. To anyone I may have put at risk, I sincerely apologize. That was never my intention. Of course it was. It was absolutely your intention. You're a convicted stalker, a serial stalker.
If we're
And
aiming to
potentially a stalker of either a
do them
minor or
in
a
one
disabled
pool, we
person.
should probably go and
fucked
transmog.
around and
I mean,
found out. Too bad.
reforge.
Yes,
Too
go
bad.
transmog.
Yeah, maybe he'll
for
learn
more
some
Yeah.
DPS.
Exactly.
I'll transmog.
What happened to Deadly Force? Well, that's the thing,
Transmog
right?
help.
And because he's not actually going to shoot anybody that's going to come to
But
his
yeah,
house. He's a pussy, and also he's afraid of going to jail, which I think is a
if
very
you do
fair,
better
fair
DPS, I
worry.
guess
mean,
we
I'd
can
be
go
worried
do
too. So yeah,
reforging.
he can't handle the karma. Yeah. And so, anyways, if
Did
felon,
we
he can't
agree
own
on
firearm.
when to lust?
Consequences work. Who knew? I just want to.
Well, we can try to cool down last cooldown thing.
Is that
Cool
the
on
moment
last
that
second
these
portion,
people
yeah.
feel consequences or experience any degree of consequences for their own actions?
Well, it's
they
going to
will
be, let's say
immediately,
it should be cooldown
instantaneously
with potion on the
curl
first
up
one,
and run away.
lust
And
on
this
the
is
second
the
one,
thing you need to keep in mind. Is that
and whatever
every
cooldown
time
you got,
one of these
and then
people does
it's
this,
just a full send
they
on
will never be
cooldowns
able to deal with
on the
any sort
third.
of accountability.
So we might not
You
be
don't wanna
getting
be
the
hit with a
third,
chainsaw
but I
in a
think we
fight?
should
Yeah,
be getting
if you
the
don't want to
first
be hit
and
with a
second.
chainsaw in a fight, then don't bring a chainsaw to a fight. Can you get a charge for that? In my opinion,
Understood.
so this is the way I see it.
Oh right, I'm
Posting
supposed to
ICE
fix my.
officers' locations in real time. He's doing this with the intention of disseminating this information to the public. he is actively endangering
So
their
well.
lives, and he is also indirectly aiding potential
Summon.
criminals.
The person with the least amount of
my
damage
opinion,
on the tendons
he should get charged for
gets
this. Absolutely, he should.
loot banned in MoP.
Yeah, it looks like what. Yeah, I mean that's the thing. He wants somebody to fight him.
Oh,
I don't
that
think
sucks
he
for
wants
you,
anybody
Tessa.
to fight him. I don't think
You
that's
count
what's
as a
happening.
DPS, yeah.
So
Jesus.
anyway, yeah, people are doxing this guy, attacking his family and everything
worry,
like
doesn't
that.
have a chance.
And this is
I'm
another one,
DPS
just a
is
reminder, as Dr. Martin Luther King said, non-violence
Uh,
is powerful.
we-
it's
downscale a
weapon.
healer, right?
And this is again people.
We
he's
cannot
posting
see that
addresses
channel.
Right here again. He's got no problem posting addresses of other people, but when it's
The
his own
thing
address
is, we
that gets
got an
posted, now
overflow
he's trying
of
to appeal
healers
to your
today.
better nature.
Wow.
Wow.
Go healer then.
What?
We have
bad,
5
huh?
healers, that's fine. What do you
Too
want to
bad. This
Yeah,
fucking snake.
don't you want to downscale if we go for the one
Always
shot?
keep this in mind. Never let people use your good nature against you. Never give these people
Question
a
is how
shred of
much
sympathy.
TBS they
Don't give them any credibility. Don't listen to
1 mil
them.
on the
Don't
tendon.
try to feel sorry for them.
It's
Anything
better than
bad that
nothing.
happens to them is completely their fault.
As long as
I
the
don't
tanks
know
don't
why
die
they
and
do
we die
this.
in the process as well, because then it's even
Did he
less
post the public
DPS.
addresses to buildings?
Yeah,
or private
the
citizens
thing
underneath
is
the
that
picture?
Joven
It
is
doesn't matter to
definitely
me.
the highest
It doesn't
healer
matter
on the
because
debuff
a lot
thingy.
of people addresses are public information. The same as the public
Zero's Spirit
I
Link
think that really,
is
again,
a
like,
great
the intention
save.
of this is to cause chaos. He's doxing, posting these addresses, he's encouraging violence
Paladins
and
are just
escalation.
overpowered,
That's it.
and I'm dispelling.
Dude, it's garbage. He was hoping to get cops killed. Yeah, he was, and hopefully he gets charged for it and put in jail.
Alright, well,
And
Most of the
honestly,
time
I feel
you
like
are,
it
yes.
makes it a lot easier for this guy to be put in jail.
I mean,
if he already has a
it's
history
one
of
time,
violence
okay?
in the first place.
I mean, you can dispel
I mean,
yourself.
how
Hello,
poetic
can
is
you?
it that that person who is,
No.
like running an account dedicated to stalking
you
the
can.
police
That's what
was
happens
actually
when
Yeah, you can,
previously
but you're gonna
convicted
be
for
after
felony
first
stalking?
dispatch.
Yep.
I mean, and the victim was vulnerable, which
But
means
can't
again
shaman
it could have been
dispel as well?
an underage person or a mentally
Every
ill
healer
person.
can.
Yep.
Yeah, and this is also, by the way, this isn't some mistake he made as a 20-year-old guy 20 years ago. He did this 2 years ago, less than 2 years ago.
Yeah,
So this guy's actively
during
in it.
tendon,
He's in the game
Zero,
at
if
this
you
moment.
can make the spells
He's
there,
preparing for this whole life for this
if
moment.
there
Yes,
aren't
exactly.
any.
Sorry,
And,
the what?
posting the location of an active law enforcement operation is not
During
the same thing as
tendon.
conspiracy to harm an officer. That's a dangerous equivalence.
During
If you
DPS
can
phase.
Yes.
So
You
If
want
you
me to
can
use
dispel.
Pay link? Okay, of course I can.
you're talking. It's a dangerous equivalence. I
I
agree.
think we're
And I
gonna
want
call
people
for
to be
Spirit
afraid.
Link
That's the
when
I
we're
want
behind
people
or
to be afraid
something.
of doing this because I
Or
find it
should
to be
we set it
destructive and damaging
like
and,
we
and
usually
horrible.
do?
And so I understand. Yes, no. The goal is to make people
So
afraid of
every
doing
other
this. Absolutely.
nuclear
It's
blast.
the same reason
Well,
why
if
hitting
you're
a
5
police
healing, it
officer's
doesn't matter.
dog or their horse is considered assault on a police officer.
If
Everybody
if
knows
one
a
shot
horse and a
there,
dog
it's not
isn't
a lot
police
of damage
officer,
to heal.
but the law is
Yeah.
there to prevent
Let's
you
just
from
see,
doing it, and
what we
it's
can
to
do.
disincentivize the behavior. And also, what could
Just need to be
possibly
on point
be
on this
the
first one,
outcome?
and
Maya,
preferably the
let's go
second
ahead
one.
and let's work through
If
your
you want to
thinking,
set
and
up
then we're gonna
cooldowns for
move
that
on, 'cause
one,
there's a
then
bunch of other
go
stuff that's
with
happened too.
3 trank
What is
plus
the
1
other
AM
reason?
on the first explosion.
And Trump's live at some investment thing.
Having
Oh,
the
okay.
totem left for
Yeah,
the
if-
roll.
if he
In
talks
that
about
case,
the,
second
you know, this
explosion
stuff,
if you
I'll
one
look
phase
into
it.
it. But besides that,
Is
I think
then
we have the right to report on law
your
enforcement
barrier plus
operations.
another AM.
So I don't
And then totem
agree with
should be
posting
maybe
LEOs,
ready
home
for the roll
addresses.
again.
I'm 100% against
And then you
that.
put up your
We have
hip in
the
addition
right to report on law enforcement
for
operations.
catching up.
So why do you think that this person
So
is
for
trying to report?
clarification,
What
on the
is
first tendon we want to
information?
use
What do
cooldowns
you
and
think the
potion.
goal is
Second we will use
for
lust.
the information
Yeah.
to post their
Okay.
location and where they're raiding in real time? Why do you think they're doing that?
And third, hopefully you kill.
We pray.
Why is the person doing that?
We pray for
5,
battle.
4, 3.
No, you just have
two,
to use that.
one.
Just think through this. Think through it.
And it's all the mages
And
on
also, why
the
do you
grips.
not agree with posting their home
Yeah.
addresses, but it's okay to post their current location while
Remember,
they're trying
25%
to do
max.
their job? Because
Grip.
ultimately,
Grip
the
soon.
reason why it's bad to post their home
And
address
go for
is
the
because
roll.
somebody could come to their home and
Get
hurt
the
them.
grasp. Go
So
for the
if
roll.
also
Don't kill
they're
yet.
posting
Roll.
their current address, this is the
Grasp
same thing
3.
that didn't
Make sure you're
Gawker lose a
standing away from
lawsuit
the
on
tanks
this
when we get the
back in
debuff
the day
out.
Rolled.
with like celebrities? I'm pretty sure they did.
You can kill the
So like,
tentacle.
why? I mean, we're retreading ground that we covered like
Click on the
15
left side for the
years ago.
tanks. For the debuffs.
Yeah, with Peter Thiel. Yeah, they already lost.
got a
Like,
grip
what are
coming
we
up in
even
5.
doing here? Because they're acting in their
Grip
official
soon.
capacity. We have the right to know what the state's doing in
Healers
its
stand
official
near the
capacity.
plate if you're
I
getting
have
aggro.
no problem with him posting the information after the fact. I'm talking about in real time. Why is he Why do you think he's posting it in real time? And who decided that
Grip
you have the
soon.
right to know
Free?
that in real time? That's different. It's very different if you're doing it in real
Go
time.
down on the ML.
Yeah, stop.
It's dangerous
We need
for both sides.
way more
It
plus.
is. It's extremely dangerous. That's how we hold the state accountable. And whenever you say hold them accountable, what do you mean by like?
Stop,
give me an example of
please.
Grip
holding
soon.
someone accountable. What do you mean by that?
Get ready for grip.
What does holding a person accountable mean?
7
By that
is
logic,
down.
we should also know all the military
We
operations.
got
This
one
chatter
stack.
is
I think
crazy.
we need one
Exactly.
more, then we should be good.
Basically, what
Grip's
you're
gonna
saying,
come
I
up
do not
at
mean
8.
violence. I mean taking videos and taking them to court.
Grip soon.
Can start collecting
So,
whenever you
based
want.
off of your logic, do you think that
Don't kill it yet, though.
Do you think that the federal government,
Don't kill
like,
it yet.
for example, do you think the federal government should be allowed to do a covert operation
kill.
to arrest, like,
Can you
let's
go
say
kill
there's like
the,
a
thingy
before it
child sex
explodes?
trafficking ring, and somebody posts
You
that
got
they were
5
doing that
seconds.
online to try to head them off?
Grip
Would you
soon.
want that person to go to jail?
Go for kill.
That they said, hey, by the way, online, hey guys, I just wanted to let you know that the police are coming to arrest you for your child sex, your child sex ring. Would you want that person to go to jail?
Grip soon.
Good job.
No
Right, that's the
violence?
first
No,
one.
no, no. Would you want that person
Get
to
the
go to
grip
jail?
fast.
It's obviously yes, right? The answer is obviously yes. And you'll see this is the point where
Alright, let's
this
do
is
the
the
grip
point
before
where
we
this
roll.
person is going
We
to
roll
start
on the
talking
top
in
left.
circles
Grip
because
soon.
Do the grip
your,
first.
Grip soon.
Sorry, there's a delay. Let me
And
see
don't
here.
kill it.
That's the line.
How we're looking on D-Bus. We roll now.
Roll.
If someone has inside information,
Grasp
they leak,
3,
and they leak a
2,
secret, that's bad.
1.
If someone happens to
And you can
observe
kill
an
the
ATO,
tentacle now.
that's not bad. If someone happens to observe and they're leaking a secret,
Just stabilize. Try
well,
not killing
what
plots at
happens
the
whenever
moment. We need
someone
to get these
happily-
debuffs
What
off.
happens if somebody accidentally observes a secret? Or is that okay for them
And
to leak it?
we've catched up. Grip is
You're
coming,
avoiding
coming
Grip
up.
soon.
So
Coming
if
up
somebody
3.
posted online and they aided a
Grip is up.
person who's running a
Very
sex
good.
trafficking ring,
We're killing them
they
very
aided
close
that
to the
person in
home.
telling that person ahead of time,
Yeah.
hey, by
And
the
don't
way,
forget
the
healers
police
stand
are
up
in your
near the
location,
plate.
you need to leave.
Don't get aggro.
Would you support that action or not?
Grip soon.
Grip coming up.
It's that simple.
So
It's obstruction of
Alright.
justice.
chill a
Well,
bit
the
on the
reason
melt.
is
Let him
that,
collect. We got a
Well,
grip
how do
coming
you
up.
happen to observe to plan to be a child trafficker? I'm not being obtuse. I legitimately don't understand the
Grip soon.
question. Well, so basically, there
Grip coming
are
up.
raids that the police
Do
do,
the grip fast.
and the
Nuclear
reason why
blast.
the raids do the reason why the police do these raids. Like I can't even believe that I'm
Are you
explaining
ready to kill
this
the
to somebody.
tentacle?
I'm just gonna move on, but I'll explain your point. I'll respond to this. The police do raids
Kill in 3.
on
Grip soon.
unsuspecting people,
There we go. That's
and
perfect.
they want it to be a surprise. That way, it reduces the risk of violence from
Die,
both
bitch,
groups.
die.
It means that the police would be less likely to have to discharge their weapons
Nice.
and attack. And it also means
Grip
that the
soon.
people would be less able to fight back against the police, or
Alright,
let's say
avoid
plant a
killing
bomb
plots now
there.
if you can.
This person's that dumb? Well, they're just
roll on the
naive. They
same
don't
spot we
understand.
did
Like,
last time.
obviously, the
Grip
people have
Wait
a
for
right
the
to
grip.
understand
Wait
what
for
the
the grip.
government is doing.
Wait for the grip.
But do you think that we need to again, like,
And we
disclose
can
every
roll.
military operation?
Left
Do we need
roll.
to disclose every single,
Avoid
you
killing
know,
bloods. You can kill the
like,
big
covert
tentacle.
operation?
Rolled.
Do we need to disclose all of the names of every undercover police
Maybe
officer
might want
who's
to
trying
him,
to
Tessa.
infiltrate one of these, you know, like sex
You
trafficking
still have your spirit link,
operations?
yeah, Cyril?
Is this also good? No,
When I
there's
will use
no
mana
logic
back
in
Healers
this
to the
at
top
all.
plate.
That's bullshit logic. Of course it is,
Healers
right? And that's
at the
my
top
whole
of the
point.
plate. We need to
Is
stabilize.
that none of this makes
Grip
sense.
soon.
Grip coming up.
He's acting dumb. Yeah. I understand that surprise raids exist. I agree revealing plans for raids before they happen is bad, and the people that do it should be prosecuted, but what's wrong with reporting something you observe in progress? Well, you're disseminating the information with the goal of trying to allow people to know that ahead
Grip
of time
soon.
so they
coming
can actively obstruct
Kill a
it.
few bloods.
That's the reason
Yeah.
why. The goal in that
Slow kill.
thing is to obstruct justice and to do that
Watch
in
the damage on the
most
ML.
effective way possible. That is their goal. They're so
Watch the
disingenuous.
damage.
Yes, people
Let
like
him
this.
collect.
This is the point that I'm making, right?
we
is that in
Where's
all
that
these
running?
circumstances, these
Let him
people
collect.
are
No, there was one patch in the
disingenuous,
end in the
and
back.
Let it go to
ultimately they don't
possession.
really
We
believe
got
Okay, let's
what
get
they're
started.
saying, and that's why when you apply it to a situation
Sterling.
that
Nuclear
morally
blast.
they can't basically defend, the argument immediately falls apart. Trump's talking. Is he really? Let me see if he's saying anything that matters. There's nothing really about this, right? It's probably just bullshit.
The Trump accounts,
This
as they
might
call
be a
it,
bit
pilot
off
program,
the time.
which will make it possible
We got a new
for
ML, by the way.
countless American children to have a strong start in life.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do
No
one
cost to the
more.
American taxpayer.
Bad
Yeah, I
timing.
just turned it off.
Cost.
It got
It's
4
gonna have a
stacks.
huge
We got a
impact.
grip. Just
I
do the
want to
grip.
thank House Speaker Mike Johnson.
Yeah, you're
And
baking
he
in the
knew
assumption
this
the ICE
amount.
abductions are illegal. If you witness a crime, it's your responsibility to report it. Yeah, it is your responsibility to report it. Report it to the police. You forgot that
Coming up.
part, didn't you? Like you forgot that. Yes, you're reporting it to the police. Then call the police office and not Twitter. Yeah, I mean it's outrageous. Report it after the fact. Yeah, exactly. And so anyway, no, I did see this, and it's begun. Not as a
Alright.
terrorist sympathizer,
Just
now as
slow
supporting
it
riots
down
over
a
federal
little
police.
bit.
Why is it allowed on your
Just
website?
want to collect first.
I mean, I will say
Grip
that
coming up.
it is
Do the grip.
it is undeniable that Hassan getting in the highway yesterday and doing that is
Nuclear
breaking the
blast.
law. This is an undeniable reality that even people who support him, I think, would have to accept. The fact that he didn't get suspended
Grip soon.
immediately for doing this
Right roll.
shows how
Roll.
blatantly biased Twitch is.
Almost.
Because you can
Good job,
have
Chris.
somebody in front of a live stream of thousands of people openly and flagrantly break the law in front of everybody on the top of your website.
That
Who
was
is a
quite nice.
partnered streamer. This isn't a random person, right? This is a person Twitch
What
knows
was?
who this is. And there are no
was quite nice.
consequences for doing that. Meanwhile, again, on the terms of service, and it would be one thing if the TOS didn't say this, but the TOS says that you have to observe the law. And you have
cooldowns
to
went up.
not break the law whenever you're streaming. And this is the reason, for example, distracted driving
Yeah,
and
okay.
driving without a seatbelt isn't allowed. The reason why it's not allowed is not only is it unsafe, but it also is against the law.
Any trinkets?
Yeah, it's that simple.
Yes. Jabba.
The wrong one.
Oh. Advocating for rule
Really
laws,
gotta
the president's
bio
breaking thousands of
quick.
laws. You're creating a false
Disgusting.
equivalency. I'm not going to waste my time with arguing about this.
Did anyone start the appeal already?
Trump. I'm not talking about Donald Trump. That has nothing to do with this. Standing in the highway is a bad thing to do. If you can't agree that standing in the highway is bad, then I really don't know what to tell you. I don't. I mean, it's just that simple. So, yeah, are you saying it's bad to break the law? Yeah,
What are the
exactly.
new
And so the
tactics?
favoritism knows no bounds. Well, I'm just saying that now, and I think this puts Twitch in a very interesting position.
Our tactics are basically
because,
on.
again,
The only change we do is that on
Twitch
platform 3 and 4 we
is
wanna
fully aware
keep
that there are
damaging the
people
limb
breaking the law on their
and
platform,
kill the
and they
blistering
allow it to happen.
tentacles. Or trigger and
There's
kill the blistering
literally no
tentacles
excuse
right
for
after the
this.
corruption and the shard.
There's no excuse, and I think this opens them up to a level of legal liability that I'm not sure that they're ready for. They want it? Well, I don't think that the Amazon wants it. I don't think so at all. They're saying he was media, so he gets away with it. Well, when you're media, no, that's not even the case. The media weren't even down there. They were recording it from a distance at a safe space. If you look at the media, they were using helicopters. There were people that were using, like, just because you're the media doesn't mean you get to ignore the law. Yeah, you don't have a press pass. I don't think he has a press pass or anything like that either. So it's not even a question. At what point do you abandon Twitch? Well, it's not really about abandoning Twitch. I just want I just want them to follow their own rules. I do. And I think that every single time that something like this happens, And I mean, there's a part of me. I mean, I'll give Hassan credit. I mean, at least he went out there and he protested for it.
Is there a feast?
And you know, I mean, like I think you should get in trouble for doing it, but it's at least to a certain degree respectable for somebody to
yeah.
go out there and actually do what they want to do, right? That's fair. Yeah, sure, right? Barely, definitely. And so that's it. Not all of them. There's video of your on your subreddit of a woman getting hit with a rubber bullet. She's a journalist. Yeah, I think the cop that did that should be fired. It's that simple. It's really, I mean, like, you're shooting a journalist. Like, you've got a bunch of people throwing rocks and doing this stuff, and you're ending up, you're shooting journalists. It's absolutely insane. So yeah, that's what I think. It's not respectable. He did it to shore up some more money in the future. It's that simple. Well, I don't know.
What's happening?
How the fuck does Dan Clancy still have a job?
I think
don't
it's
know.
fine without Flask.
I'm really not
But
sure.
other than that,
I mean, to me, like, I think that Twitch
So that's why
has
we
a
didn't kill the
really,
third
really
one.
big problem with this. They
Is
have
there
a
with the
massive
downskill on the healers for
problem,
the next time?
and I think this is only one more
I
point
have,
on the
thank you.
graph.
Or sub-rogue.
And again, it would be one thing if it wasn't explicitly against the rules, but it is. It definitely didn't look like he did, but I would say he was not. It was not mean to shoot. He didn't mean to shoot to journalist. I don't know. I watched the clip and it sure seemed like he meant to.
5.
But you know,
4,
mistakes happen, obviously.
3, 2.
Let me see about over here. Mexican pride, like Mexico great again. Viva la Mexico. Fuck you. Okay, buddy, back to Mexico. This is unfair. Don't send me to Mexico. I don't understand this at all. They're fighting for a country they refuse to live in. Yeah, I mean, this
Still do
entire
the,
yesterday
the
completely
big
went
ass
off the fucking
tentacle.
rails. Like, I'll tell you
Parasite
that.
on the Lunas
I'm
area.
actually really shocked to see.
It's
So,
a
I mean,
Luna.
this is, again,
Get
let me
it
go back
close
so
to
I
the
can
corruption.
find it
Get away
here.
from the skull.
And,
Everyone away
where
from
is
the
it
skull.
here?
A bit close.
I've got to scroll all the way down. There's so much of this going on.
Impale.
Well, anyway, I do want to show you guys this too, because this part is very important. This has been an ongoing thing for multiple times, and contrary to what some people would have you believe, the
You got the
amount
bolt
of
coming soon?
pushback and the amount of support for, you know, holding these people accountable and arresting them is at an all-time high. I think that the majority of people want to see these guys and these people get arrested.
Bolt.
Kill the
So
bolt.
take a look at this.
You know, if we just take a
2,
look at the baseline
1.
numbers here, this is Trump's
You just
net
go for
approval
the
rating on
nuke
immigration.
AoE the
It's
blobs
gone up like
and
a
cleave
rocket
them
compared
down.
now
Should be able to.
versus 8 years ago during Trump's
Big
first
ass
term. Look at
cleave.
this. In his first term, Trump was way underwater, minus
Here it
21
is.
points.
Parasite
but look at this,
soon.
he's up over 20 points. Now, in the aggregate,
get this
he
last
is in
blood.
positive
Parasite on
territory
Marshall.
at plus 1 point on
Yep.
his net approval rating. Some other polls even have it a little bit higher than that.
Tentacles.
There is no
3,
issue on which Trump is doing
1.
so much better than he was in his first term, more than the issue of immigration.
This is the reason why I think he should use the military if necessary and also the National Guard to just completely shut this stuff down. Everybody is agreeing with him on this. Everybody's in favor of this. Like, everybody is like, really, I mean, like, the people voted for this. Do it. I think the problem that a lot of people have right now, this is what I'm frustrated about personally.
Full dots on this one.
Why are there not
What do you say?
3,000
dots on this one.
arrests from yesterday? Why do they not already have the National Guard patrolling, making sure this doesn't happen? Build the camps, yeah, it's too
Validate.
soft. They're way too soft on
Versus
this. It's embarrassing.
Combust.
But we want to
And
be
you can see
fast.
very clearly, this is what the public
Combust.
wants. So don't let social media
Combustion.
and other content creators and people like this gaslight you.
Big X
Parasite
coming.
The
soon.
popular opinion. The popular opinion is to put these people
Parasite
in jail
on
and
Gen
remove them
Spy.
from the country.
Ian Spy, get
And it is
close. Get away from the skull.
overwhelmingly the popular
Move away from
opinion.
the skull.
And this, like
Impale.
the crash
3,
out that's happened over
2.
the past few days, will only serve to make it even more
Kill the
extreme.
parasite.
No wonder the Times has written up the way that he is. Trump is begging for a fight on this because he knows
Yeah.
what he's doing so far.
To put children in jail?
Oh.
This emotional manipulation doesn't work anymore. I understand, like, I don't care. If you're bringing kids over and you're trying to use them as like a shield for your bad behavior, then
Got the
yeah, I
bolt
guess they're going to
soon.
jail with you. I don't care. I don't think most people do. I think a lot of
Vote.
average Americans are sick of having their own empathy and their better nature weaponized
2,
against them
1.
in order to justify a bunch of illegal aliens and criminals coming over and doing stuff that they shouldn't be doing, and they shouldn't even
Cleave,
be here in the
yes.
first
Big
place.
Parasite soon.
ass cleave. Get them to the claw.
Parasite on
yeah,
Deadwood.
bring your kid to Riot
Combust.
Day.
Some
What the
Deadbot.
fuck is wrong with you? Where are the parents? Where's the parents' responsibility for taking
Tentacles.
care of their kids?
1.
It's insane.
Kill the parasite. Rest
No,
ban.
you're not going to claim the moral upper hand whenever these people are willingly putting their kids in danger by doing this. It's outrageous.
Is working with the American electorate.
It's
Where
massively
does immigration
working.
rank on issues?
You can
for
start
him?
opening the other tentacle
Guys,
on the
I
other
wonder,
platform.
where do you think that it's going to push? Like, whenever you see a bunch of random people in masks flying every single flag except for the American flag, lighting self-driving cars on fire, and standing in the middle of the street,
No, hit this,
and,
get
you
it
know,
down
like,
to
driving
75.
around in motorcycles around, again,
Not
like
more.
cars on fire in the middle of an
No, stop
intersection.
at
I wonder if
75.
that's going to help Trump or not. Ah, jeez, I wonder. You might not be seeing this, and
I think you gotta stop
you might not
now,
see
because
this, but
that's
I'm
gonna
a
handle the
legal
rest.
immigrant
Yeah, stop it,
myself, and all
stop.
my
Good
citizens
Bam's
go on the
gonna-
perch.
pro-Trump.
Stop,
Left-wing
not
media
full
is
stop.
lumping legals with illegals, and it really bothers
Full
all the legal
stop.
immigrants.
Full stop, no
Full stop.
Of
refreshing.
course it does. I mean, I went to
Full
school
stop.
with a lot of Eric
Parasite
Hernandez's, okay?
Somebody's still
Like,
just
and,
nuking it.
you know, like,
Gonna be
David
test
Parasite on
paint up here and exit the hand.
Rodriguez. This is extremely fucking common.
Impaled.
We need to kill these.
Rangers swap to the blistering tentacles, railing crab and tastic.
Yeah,
Or
so
Master
I think what's so important is it is his top issue so far, and the reason it is his top issue is because
We're gonna
take
have a
look
big
at
explosion
the
on the parasite.
individual nuggets in here. Why are people approving of
Okay.
immigration, approve of these different immigration actions? While Trump's
Yeah, can we wipe?
administration's
And
program
when
that
it's called for
circulates
full
here
stop,
illegally, look at
it's
this.
an absolute full stop. I don't
54%
care
of
if you need to
How
get
about
mana.
agents
I don't
searching their
care
hometown
if
for
whatever
those
you
that
need
they
to
think
do.
are here illegally?
A full stop
Again,
is a full
positive
stop.
territory
Pets
here.
off,
There it is.
whatever
So
you got
can
off.
see, obviously, people do support this.
Stop at
That
80
was
then.
And again,
dumb.
the majority of
What you
people
say?
support this.
Old.
Stop at 80 then.
Yeah, I think we're way too high on
People
the.
just have to listen.
If we just
Stop
stop to
damage.
75 is fine. People just didn't stop when you said so.
Nah, I think we do need to stop it at 80 because lots of dots and shit.
50%, at least with those most directly connected to what's going on right now out in Los Angeles.
I'm alive.
Donald Trump, the president, picking a fight on
You,
this to an
you were the
extent.
first
We see
one who
Los
died,
Angeles Mayor
by the way,
Karen
man.
Democrat, and the California governor Gavin Newsom
You sound like a
CNN.
8-year-old.
What do voters see in
But
terms of
it is
the
infuriating
the president or
when a
Democrats
stop
say
is called
Gavin
and you see
Newsom.
lightning bolts going
How is
into
it
the
not
claw.
higher? They're literally illegals. I think that the reason why it's not higher is because he's talking about doing this wholesale. So
Nah,
there's a
I
lot
don't.
of
I
people
stood
out
too
there
close.
that
And I
want
saw
the
it. I
deportations
was like,
to
what?
happen,
And then I saw it.
but they just want it to be for the people that are criminals. But what I'm saying
Yeah,
is
next
that
time
mass
everyone stops except
deportations
me,
for
okay?
anybody here illegally is actually the consensus opinion. Or sorry, I guess consensus isn't the right word. It's the
Not
majority
quite
opinion.
how it works.
But whenever you add in, especially people that are committing crimes or doing anything wrong, then you have a lot more people.
The American electorate
So well.
believes that
This is what I'm saying is like this is the most extreme way of asking the question, and even this extreme way of asking the question generates a majority yes response. So think about whenever you get more specific.
the Democrats don't have a clue on the issue of immigration. I mean, you could just take it here. Closer to trust more in immigration, Democrats versus Republicans. Got 3 different polls for you across the board. They all tell the same story. Republicans lead on the issue of immigration. You see it here, CBS plus 6. You see it here, CNN plus 6. You see it here, Ipsos, even bigger, plus 19, no matter.
It is just not popular to burn down self-driving cars and
mess with us for
protect illegal aliens.
40
over-
seconds.
Yeah, but people are
Too
already,
late, too late now.
Isn't
people are
that shocking?
already doing.
Who could have ever guessed that?
Next time, Knudder.
What poll you look at, no matter
4,
which way you cut
3,
it, the
Oh my
American
God,
public
no
is with the
pre-pod.
Republicans, the American public is with Donald Trump, and to a much greater extent than they were in term number 1.
Yep.
And it's not just on the broad issue.
And this is why he needs to be decisive and he needs to act on this very quickly.
I couldn't fucking target
If
that
Trump
fucking
actually
tentacle. I
does
was just
pretty
standing
much
there like
They're
a
so
little
annoying
crazy.
to target.
And he forcefully does it, and you see
Parasite
house
on
arrests,
Stephen
and even
Hawke.
you have like.
Alright, let's
I think
focus
the
up.
big issue is that
Parasite, get away from Skull.
a big issue
Get away
is that
from
a lot
Skull.
of these community leaders and the people that push
1.
for these riots, they never get held
Impale.
accountable. They spent 4 years trying to hold Donald Trump accountable for January 6th, but somehow we can't hold any of these people
Nuke the
accountable for
Parasite.
doing this for years.
Nuke
How does that
big
happen?
tentacle.
of immigration. It's on the specifics as
The flags
well,
are a terrible
in which
look.
the
They
American
are.
public is with Donald Trump and the Republicans, and that is why Donald Trump is eager to take on this fight and eager for those scenes out of Los Angeles.
I was just going to use that word eager. This explains some of that eagerness to push forward
Yes.
ever more on this.
Kill
as
it.
escalates. Harriet, and thank you very much for all.
Yeah, I think that there's a good chance that he's waiting for it to hit a fever
Get
pitch.
these
and
hats
then
up to the
after he
claw, we can
does, then
cleave
he's
off it.
going to like basically mobilize the military or National Guard in order to take care of it. I think that's definitely possible. That he's kind of waiting.
good.
He's
Parasite
waiting for
soon.
things to get worse.
Not very good.
Until he
Parasite
you know,
on
lets it
task.
pop off even more.
Tentacles.
Look at his most recent Truth Social post. Okay, let me
Nice.
see if I can find it.
3,
Let's get ready to
2,
kill the parasite.
Rumble. This is just literally him tweeting out.
America Act is a legacy that is going to last for generations. President Trump, thank you for your leadership. Your support.
This is just some bullshit, right? Yeah, he just posted some bullshit. Let's see here. If they split, we will hit. This is a statement from the President of the United States concerning the catastrophic Gavin Newsom-inspired riots going on in Los Angeles. The insurrectionists have a tendency to spit in the face of National Guardsmen and women and others. These patriots are told to accept this if it's just the way life runs. But non-Trump administration, if they spit, we will hit. Such a promise that I will hit harder than we ever have hit before.
Combustion.
Such disrespect will not be tolerated. I'm going to be honest. If you're spitting on
Ready for
federal
a big
officers
tentacle?
and they hit you... Ah, jeez. Really?
Parasite
up
soon.
now.
Wow. Wow. Ah, man. I
Parasite
think
on
that
Eats.
really... And this is... There's like a meta
Get away
level
from
issue
skull.
here.
Get away from skull.
There is a normalization...
Inhale.
3,
And there is
2,
a normalization of
1.
violence against people because you disagree with them or because you think
Kill
that
the
it's
parasite?
acceptable to be violent toward them. This entire notion needs to be dismantled at the core. This is completely destructive, and it's destructive for everything. And so, yeah, this is I totally agree with this. It's leftist ideology. Well, I don't know if it. I mean, I don't want to say that it's like one side doing this because it's ultimately the ideology is what's bad, not the people that
There
are
we
doing
go.
it
Bolt is
specifically.
coming.
So it doesn't matter who's doing it. Spitting is potentially a hazard,
Bolt.
depending on what disease they have. So yeah, that's fair.
Heal.
Spitting on someone counts as assault. You should expect them to hit you back.
2,
Yeah, exactly.
1.
And I think that we need to go back to a society where
He's stuck a
any
bit
sort of physical
better.
escalation is
Yep,
treated
stuck
like
on the
it's
green
bad.
shit.
Parasite soon.
This is
Cleve
the same
found
reason
these.
why I've had the opinion that I had about throwing
Parasite
bricks at
on
police
Flushy.
officers too. Like in my opinion, if you throw a brick at a police
Get away from
officer,
skull.
I think that they should be able to
Tentacles.
shoot you
3, 2,
straight up,
1.
like literally no restrictions. Like if you're throwing bricks, you should be able to get shot.
Parasite
It's
is up.
attempted murder. Yeah, absolutely. And there's no reason, by the way, there is no moral and ethical reason that you need to tell that you can come up with that tells me that this is a person who should endure a life-threatening attack on their life and not have the right to defend themselves. This is a deadly weapon. A brick is a deadly weapon. There are no bricks of peace. And so anyway, Satan is
Alright,
talking shit about
so,
your presence. I don't know what this
80%
is. I'd have to go back and
and
look
stop.
at it. But insane. Oh yeah, and this is what happened too. This is another one. Not in riot gear, it's not. Well, and so
And stop. Stop. No more spills. I don't want to see any more spills. No spills. No spills.
this is the worst argument you could ever
Parasite
make.
soon.
If a police officer is wearing a bulletproof
Parasite
vest,
on
is it okay
task.
to shoot them?
XNG hand, like yeah.
Get away from skull.
Inhale.
Get away from skull.
3,
Mechos.
2, 1.
There you go. Nice.
Really? Like,
Ooh, Tessa.
do you ever think about what you're saying?
Combust.
No, is it okay or not?
And we got the bolt coming.
We'll give it a minute.
Deal with the bolt
No,
first.
second circle. The bolt. And after the bolt, second circle. And single player.
Bolt. Tentacles.
It looks like we probably don't have much of a
There we go.
response. And if we do have a response,
Gonna be
it's
getting
going to be like
blobs as
5
well
or 6
soon.
paragraphs that come
But nuke
together
the tentacles first.
in order to like, oh, well, you see, you have to understand that, like, well, basically, okay, so
Parasite
pretty
soon.
much the way that fucking, you know, like, Doc, what are you doing, man? What are you
Parasite on
doing
Gen 5.
justifying throwing bricks at people? It's never okay to throw a brick at someone.
Get ready to nuke the
I'm
parasite.
responding? Okay, I'll give you a minute. I'll give you a minute. That's fine.
Kill the parasite.
Yeah, he's repeating the Zing responses from others. You give him too much credit. More mental gymnastics.
Are we gonna
than
lust
South
on
Park
4th
and
platform?
Cartman.
You
Yeah,
think
I
we can
guess
do
so.
without?
Yeah, we should.
If this was Mythbusters, that would be a
Said,
fact.
yeah, we should
so
do
this
it with
person's
lust.
saying it's okay to throw a brick at
Yeah,
someone
I
just
think
because
so.
they're wearing
Yes,
riot
okay.
gear.
Kill these tentacles?
Yes. Yes, it's insane. And
Nice.
also,
So far, so good.
an officer does not want to shoot people. I don't look. I'm saying they should have the right to be able to do it. I'm not saying that they have to do it. I'm saying that if they feel like their life is in danger because of this, they should have the right to be able to do it.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
want anybody to get shot.
Blink.
Why would I?
Heck no.
I don't want this to happen, but I don't want anybody to have bricks thrown at them either. An officer should never have to endure having a brick
now
thrown
after the
at them.
corruption
Deadly force is
tentacle,
not a
we
proper
must wait
response
for the
having a brick
shard.
thrown at them in a riot situation.
Don't
Why
trigger
not?
blistering after corruption.
Why not?
You can chill the
Parasite
damage.
soon.
Just switch.
I mean, you
switch,
just
get rid
repeated
of switch.
It is. I think
Parasite on Jovent.
I think if you throw a brick at a police officer
Joven,
and they
get away
shoot
from
you,
Skull. Get away
I
from
think
Skull.
that's
He's
fine.
coming in.
Impale.
3, 2.
This is a deadly
1.
weapon. You are throwing a deadly weapon at another, and again, a police officer is a citizen. And above everything else, a citizen has a right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
You got
The
bolt
most
and 10.
important one there
Should
is
be able
life.
to make it.
They have a right to their life, and they have a right to defend their life. It is unethical and
You
immoral
can start moving
for you
to
to
the
tell
claw.
somebody that they have to sit out there
Move to the claw.
and
As far back as
endure
you can.
deadly weapons being thrown at them
Still
just
want to do the
because
bolt
they're
first,
wearing
guys.
a certain type of
Don't
like,
trigger the-
bullshit.
don't trigger the limb.
Stop.
This is
Do the
insane.
bolt.
What about the cop in Seattle that got his entire face broken and,
Now
and
blisterings.
Nice.
fractured from a brick and a
Right,
from
we
a
can
brick
do
from a
this
riot?
first.
Yeah, I mean exactly,
Tentacles.
and yeah,
Tentacles
this
first.
entire
Pick
thing
the
is
flops
fake.
up.
The terrible
Parasite soon.
escalation of a volatile situation. No, see, you think it's an escalation. I
Parasite
think
on
it's a
Fantastic.
de-escalation. Because
Yes,
when
you're
they
almost
shoot
free.
somebody for throwing a brick, I bet somebody else
Bam,
is
you
gonna
got
go
it.
throw
Don't be
another
too
fucking
close to
brick.
Bam.
3,
Get away from Skull.
1.
That's going to be the end of the bricks.
Nice.
Why do you think they're not shooting the officers with guns? I'll tell you why. It's because they're worried the officers will shoot them back. That's the reason why.
Tentacles.
This is a
Tentacles?
de-escalation. See, the problem is that that's why aren't these people bringing guns to these riots? It's because they know that if they bring a gun, they'll get shot. So by that logic, also, if you throw a brick, you'll get shot. Then they're going to stop using
So
bricks.
this next platform, we're gonna get it 18%, and then we can do one rotation of apps, and I think we're just
You're
gonna
not
full
wrong, but
send
that's
it.
not really the best way
Use
to handle
cooldowns
riots.
for the
What do you think the best way
the
to handle
shrapnels.
riots is?
and tanks to
got-
hide.
Because I do. I think it is the best way to handle riots.
I
I
think we
do.
got
I
one less
totally
healer.
am okay
Yeah,
with it. I
it's
completely
offline.
support it. I'm going to give this person one more response.
Alright, stop DPS.
Because there's a bunch of
Do
other
these.
stuff that's happened too. And it's also not about handling a
We're
riot.
thinking
Shrapnel
kite
on you.
immediately,
Exactly how I did
then we can just
yesterday,
full
honestly,
send
was
it
a fucking
after
win,
this.
getting
Green
off the
into.
highway.
1.
Yeah, I'm gonna
You
kite
think this
them
is
in
a
total.
win?
Yeah.
Watch this
You're
video.
I believe in oneself.
you sure how to do it? Yeah. Okay. We're full
This
sending
is a
it then.
win.
Get ready for that. They are per top.
Bloods.
Traps, traps, traps.
You actually think that's a win? That's not a win. Who's winning? I mean, I know who's winning. The person who has the
Full send
contract
it.
to make the cars for LAPD.
Keep DPSing.
That's
Get
who's
the last
winning
block.
right now. You know, the mechanic station, they're winning
SV
really
slow.
well. The taxpayers.
He's
certainly
not
isn't
on this
winning. They have to pay
platform.
for that shit.
Okay.
It's a win for the police department.
Bloods.
Everyone went
But
home.
Travis
Second
behind.
blood.
Well,
Combust.
it's not a win for the police department.
Rose.
Because
Can you help
yes,
with the
everybody went home, and now they're going to be able to come back and do the same
poisons?
thing
Points up.
because they're going to get away with it.
You're good
The-
in
the
kiting
police
still?
offi-
Yeah.
The police department did not
Yeah.
win.
Alright.
This is
We're
not a
sending
win
it
for them
again.
at all. And also,
One
they
blood.
went in
Bloods.
there for a ton of
Bloods.
times.
Yeah, they are.
The only thing
Again.
is you have to be aware of what's behind your target. I agree with you, however. You have to worry about hitting those behind you. There'd be a lot of blowback. Yeah, I think that's what would be important, right? But like, let's say, so and this is the issue with like that logic. is that if somebody brought a gun
And
to one of these
it's
riots
a
and
kill.
started shooting the police officers,
Nice.
the police officers would immediately shoot them with a real gun,
boys.
and nobody would be
No one important dead.
nobody would be thinking about
That's a minute faster.
blowback or anything else.
That's nice.
Yeah,
Again,
118
the reality
faster.
with this is that
Oh,
this is a
if another
person
girth
who
drops,
is
I'm going
throwing
fury.
and using a deadly weapon against another person. Does
It's gonna
the
be 3
person
fucking
who is having a
poison
deadly
daggers.
weapon utilized against them have the right to self-defense?
enhancement tanks.
Absolutely. And it is
Or 3
totally disgusting
bows.
the fact that so many people expect police officers to be punching bags. It is disgusting. They're both deadly projectiles. They
Or
are.
3 Uggy daggers.
The operation was 100% successful. It's not an individual officer's job to stop the riot that comes tomorrow. It is. It is. Well, it's the policy of the government. That's the thing. They view police as targets instead of human beings. They do. The operation was not 100% successful. They burned down the city. They destroyed millions of dollars worth of property, and it wasn't controlled until it got so late that people just went home. The police never had any control over it, and to the extent that they did, it was because the National Guard was
slash
being
roll
called
for,
in.
for the mount if you still need
So
it.
the police never actually had control. Didn't they even say that they didn't have control? Let me see.
Only
Let me see
SV?
if I can find a video of this being shown. Yeah, this is the LAPD.
Oh, what are we rolling for?
This
To
this is
full
him
the
speaking
mount.
about it.
If you don't have it, roll for the mount.
And there's 2 of them, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's cool then. Everyone is supplied finally.
Yeah.
Presence of National Guard
Flushy. No, not flushy.
this kind of situation, and
SV.
you said that it's disgusting. You
And
think that if you control it with them,
Fluxy.
without them, it could be a different situation?
You know, I don't know. That's a very interesting question.
Okay.
What was the catalyst for
Triple
us?
more.
on the
Daggers, 3
second
more,
and third
3
day of
mazes.
this becoming
What the fuck?
increasingly
Oh
violent?
man, and
Mazes are good,
To
but
be
yeah.
able to say it's because of
we
the
have
National
no one
Finally, the
missing
healers
them, I
are
guess.
supplied.
can't because there aren't enough on the ground at this
Not
point
sure.
to make a difference. I've seen civil unrest a number of times before, and generally the second and third days are more violent than the initial phase. And so this is not much different from that pattern, but certainly I think there's a number of things that cause people to come out. Much of it is they watch this and see it on TV, social media, whatever social media outlets they follow, or asking them or telling them to come down and be part of this. And they do that. And they come out here, and many come out and just want to see what's going on. They're out there with their cameras, but they're
I
putting
guess we
themselves
can
in
jump
harm's
up.
way and potentially setting themselves up for a criminal future. When you look at some of the things that are happening here, somebody could easily be killed. And if you're part of that, then you're going to be facing those charges as well. I talked to the DA just a couple of minutes ago, and the DA will file felony charges on individuals where it's appropriate, but won't be shy about doing that where it is appropriate. And also the potential for federal charges, given the type of environment we're in. And, you know, the federal authorities don't play. And so.
Thank God, right? An important note. What's this here? Armed forces like National Guard can't make arrests without invoking the Insurrection Act to suspend
So
prosecutions.
who do you want in for the loot count? So I guess
The police are the ones that really need to go and do the
Knut
arrests,
still?
right? I mean, that's obviously it. And honestly, I mean, is
twist
this
that
an
on that, are we?
insurrection? Well, what is an insurrection? Let's look at what the definition of insurrection
And I
is.
need people to do their votes. I have Flushy, Fluxy, me, Knute,
Insurrection
and Tasse.
definition. The act and instance of revolting,
So,
especially
please do your
violently,
votes
against
for everything,
civil or
guys.
political authority or against an established government. Yes, it's unequivocally an insurrection. There's no question about this. It literally says it right there. It's a 1-for-1 for what's happening. This is absolutely one? Yeah, it absolutely is. Police shouldn't shoot people, even if they're violent. I disagree.
Why did Knut roll for
Yeah,
the,
I mean, I
for the
disagree.
spirit neck, lol?
I think the police,
It's
their
kinda
job
just
is to keep the
interest.
rest of the public safe and to keep themselves safe. The moment that somebody uses deadly force, they should expect to be met with deadly force. It's that simple. Yeah.
What do you mean need
I really don't
to
I don't
get
think
rid
it
of
goes any
Valor
farther than
one?
that.
But you
It's
If
because you want
you use deadly force
the Valor one
against
is
a police
better than
officer or
the
against another
normal
person,
one.
you should expect to have it be used
But
back
the
with
stat
you.
is kinda
we don't need
off
violent
with
people.
it.
Well, and this is the problem is that
Okay, it's just
a
you
lot
have the
of people that do
397 right
this,
now.
They
Yeah, it's
thrive
only
off of
for the
their
set
monopoly
bonus
on
at the moment.
violence. Because what they
Okay.
want
In the
to do
DPS
is
gear.
they want to bully
But you want
and
the other one
violently
for
push
the tanking
people
set.
into adopting their worldview.
Basically
And
just
if you
both
don't
sets,
adopt
to
their
be honest.
worldview, they do stuff like this.
That's 3 for Suma
And
as
so
well.
the only way
Perfect.
that you have to deal with it is you, number one, you have to do the same thing back to them. And not like personally, but have the government do that. Which is, again, why, I mean, this is what the majority of people support, too. The job of the police is to keep people safe. Tell me how they're keeping them safe by shooting live ammo into the crowd. Simple. It's a person who is, and they're keeping themselves safe. They're also
we have
part of the.
Flushy
They're also part of the
Forsbeck.
community. So just because they're shooting somebody
have
else
German
doesn't
Forsbeck.
mean that they're what do you call it? They're just immune from that.
Marsh
Trump is
reserve.
live now. Live ammo.
Do they have a marsh reset?
Yeah, that's what I was
Yep.
saying.
Oh,
Is he? Let me
fair
go
enough.
back and double check.
Okay.
Never got never got Bill.
Bam.
Put Lincoln in charge. What is he talking about? Would have done a good job.
Step
I think
up,
this
yeah.
is just bullshit.
Forsbeck,
Cops are
let's see.
citizens too. Yeah, and so like you're talking about protecting the
Doesn't show
public.
Flushy.
Well, the public is also the police officers.
Don't you want to give Heli retro gear over giving X and D holy gear?
He's not talking about this
We
at all.
don't use the off specs,
Whenever
but I
I
don't
get
care.
info
It's
about
fine.
just gonna
this,
swap.
I can go ahead and find it.
But
But
sure, in
right
that
now we're
case,
just
then
waiting to
give it
see
Heli.
what happens. And there's no real, nothing's happening right now. Nothing's crazy. He is.
Well, that's a ring party today. So that's, what is it in total?
It's a
6
total
caster
witch
rings?
hunt. It's proven to be a witch hunt, and you see what's happened. In his case, it really is very obvious. You look at what's happened
Peter?
between the fires.
Yeah,
here we go.
Is the
between-
glove?
I
I
could
have
name
gloves
10
on.
things
That's
right
why.
now. We talk
I have
about the
the
trains. We
DPS set
talk
for
about
half of the quest, and
all
the
of
tank
the
set for
costs and
the other
Obviously,
half.
talking
California.
about
You
Gavin's
talk
again.
about all
Dodge
of the
string
people that are
for
flowing
trans
and
more
destroying
Knudder,
life
what
for
is-
everyone else. So no, I don't think it's going to happen. I think it's actually very bad for him.
And right around the time that we were walking in here, the governor and the state attorney general said that they're going to sue you for sending the National Guard in. They're saying there's no invasion, there's no rebellion. The president is
that's a
trying
lot
to
of
manufacture
disenchanting here.
chaos and crisis on the ground for his own political ends. Federalizing the California National Guard is an abuse of the president's authority under law.
Well,
But-
you know, it's interesting. You watched the same clips as I did. Cars burning all over the place, people riding. And by the way, we stopped it. We were able to make it much better, but it still looked pretty bad. And in watching clips last night, people were saying this is really a big problem. And until we went in, if we didn't do the job, that place would be burning down just like the houses burned down. They were in big trouble last night, Peter. You know it. And the night before, and the night before that. And I feel we had no choice. I don't want to see happen what happened so many times in this country. I watched Minneapolis burn. I watched, look at what happened in so many different parts of California. You take a look at what happened in San Diego. There's so many different places where we let it burn. We want to be politically correct. We wanted to be nice.
Big mistake.
We want to be nice to the
Huge
criminal.
mistake.
And what you're doing is destroying the fabric of our life
That's
in this
right.
country. No, we did the right thing. We've been given credit by people that I would least suspect. Why I would say that some of the people that came in and said, thank goodness, they said, some of them, thank God that Trump got involved. And I'm very happy I got involved. And I think Gavin, in his own way, is probably happy I got involved. Yeah, go ahead, Peter.
What do you make of the fact that he says, you want a civil war
Suma or
on the
Steven?
streets of America?
This for
No,
both.
it's just the opposite. I don't want a civil war. Civil war would happen if you left it. If you left it to people like him.
Wait, what?
And I liked him. You know, I always got along with him. Never had a problem with him.
Wow.
But he's grossly incompetent. Okay.
London. Have you gotten an update from your team in London negotiating?
Man. Louder.
Have you gotten an
If you
update
want
from to
to discuss anything, just
China trade?
say it now.
Yeah.
Since the rings is already
we
handed
are
out, there's
doing
nothing anymore to discuss.
Well, with
No, I think
China.
we're.
Since
China's
Tuss's
not
mission
easy.
is kind of preventing me
China
getting
does.
on business, then it's
This
fine
like
if everyone else might get it.
It's not easy to
Everybody else also
What?
wants to be
Uh,
base flushy.
I think
I'm
we-
still
Yeah, I
not
know,
base. I
but
still need a lot
why?
of
Why?
items.
Yeah,
getting
no
some
weapon
messages
for rating though.
early, but they'll be calling in soon. In fact, probably when I get back, I'll have
What
my
did you
first
say?
call from them. We want to.
Then there is no more
open up
effort for
China.
rating though.
And if we don't open up
If you're
China,
not going to get it,
maybe
or
we won't
what do you mean?
anything, but we
Now,
wanna
in
open
general,
up
I
China.
mean,
It'd
if
be a great thing for
if
China, a great thing for
kinda,
the rest
yeah,
of the world.
no, or rating is maybe the wrong word. It's not no effort anymore to play healer though. It's the same
Well,
as
what
this
I'm saying
discussion
is
what we
just
had
saying,
last
look,
expansion
China
as
has
well,
been
but it didn't
ripping
change at
off
all.
the United States for many years.
Just like I get it,
Nobody
if we have it
charged
a
them
few
10
terms
cents,
only,
no
fine.
president
We
had
had
the
it last
courage to
week. We had
charge China
5
for whatever
fucking
reason.
cast
They didn't
rings
wanna do
today,
it.
and not a single one
I
went to
took in
Hele.
hundreds of billions of dollars
So-
I put on tariffs on China when I got in first term.
We have really
And we
poor
took in
DPSs if
hundreds
they're
of billions of
so in need that we
dollars,
have
and-
to share them all
and
of
I
that
did it
stuff,
again, but I
especially
did
if we
it for
have
a
such
lot
a
of
big
other-
bunch
if
as
you
we have
look at
today.
The stats, the deficit last month was cut in half. Everybody was
pretty
shocked. I wasn't shocked. I think a lot of the
Am
people
I
at this
really
table
the
were
only one
because
missing the
they
mace?
saw the billions of dollars that were pouring in, and the tariffs
Obviously.
hadn't even started yet. Just about. They weren't cars. They were in some countries
Onion
at
and
a very
then
minor
Etsy, I
level.
guess.
And we cut
Yep.
the deficit in half. And it was a big story a couple of
then
days ago. They said,
it's an
I
upgrade
don't
for
believe one
Java.
of the announcers on a business network went wild. Said, I
Trade
can't
meaning
believe
for
these numbers.
loot.
Those numbers are good. The numbers are going to be very good. I think we're going to have a great 4 years. You know, we had the greatest economy in history during my 4 years.
Wow.
I think
Yeah,
this one's
everybody
gonna
actually
blow
did
it
their
away.
votes this time, so
Go ahead,
do you have a message for Greta Thunberg, and did she come up on your call with the Prime Minister today?
Well, she's a strange person. She's a young, angry person. I don't know if it's real anger. It's hard to believe, actually, but I saw what happened.
guess
She's certainly
everybody
different.
else is
Anger
not here.
management.
Okay.
I think she has to go to an anger management class.
Well, she wearing. I
That's
have a
my
lot of
primary
answers for you.
recommendation for her.
Oh, okay, okay.
As she says?
That's you, fat fuck.
Was she
I
kidnapped?
find it. I think Israel has
It's a
enough
good thing he
fucking
can't hear
trouble
you.
Kidnapping Greta Thunberg.
Secondly, are you going to
Is
get...
that what she said? She was kidnapped by Israel?
Yes, sir. Are you going to get rid of the Tesla and the Starlink service that you have here at the White House?
Probably not.
No, I haven't heard that. I mean, I may move the Tesla around a little bit, but I don't think we'll be doing that with
Come
Starlink.
on,
It's a good
Dead Bob.
service.
Where are you going to move it to?
Yep.
Move it around. What do you mean?
I have a lot of locations. I got so many locations that I don't know what to do with them all.
But I'm gonna
Ever
jump down.
seen Elon Musk
Yeah, me too. I'm
get
gonna tell them to
physical
fucking
with the
accept the
Treasury
trades.
Secretary?
No, I didn't.
And I tried to
They
ask.
did have an argument, but I didn't see it.
Was it
I didn't see
physical?
a lot of it.
Thank you.
There was this New York Times
Neither did I.
report.
Yeah.
He did not want to talk
Was
about
there a
Which one?
second girth,
Elon Musk, but
Mr.
alleged
Leaders?
that he, towards the end of his time in the White House,
Good.
was blurring the lines
Girth?
between recreational
Huh?
use of drugs and medicinal.
Because I couldn't
What are
see
you
it in
talking
the
about?
roll
Had
window.
friends here at the White House?
I really don't know.
Which one?
I don't think so. I hope
There
not.
was no
Good
good
luck.
luck.
Look,
Good
I wish him
luck,
well.
wives
You
of the
understand. We had a
deeps.
good relationship, and
No,
I just wish
there
him
weren't.
well.
He's not taking
No,
a
Very
okay.
bait.
well, actually.
Yeah.
Next time.
Anyways, really, really
Trying
good
to
job
live.
today. We can definitely work on the doing it even faster, even better.
Into Gaza right now, we've had people being shot by Israeli
Actually,
forces
oh,
who
but I
are
think so,
trying to get aid
Gaza's
from the
right
Gaza
now-
Humanitarian
yeah.
Foundation. Yes.
Gaza
I got
right now
loot.
is
Let's
in the
fucking
midst
go.
of a massive negotiation between us and Hamas, and
Trust.
Israel, and Iran actually is involved. And we'll see
But no
what's gonna
trinkets
happen
dropped
with
today, so that's
Gaza.
kinda
We wanna
shit.
get
Oh,
the
shit.
hostages back. That's all I can tell you. Yeah, please, in the back.